been a big deal for me years and years ago, maybe like 2004, 2005, 2006. But in 2025, nigga, they could close and I wouldn't give a damn, bro. Like, I wouldn't care, dog. Like, it don't even fucking matter to me, bro. Microsoft jinxes whatever they touch to fail and die. That's facts. I need to call my fam in the US when they selling everything on mass sale, yo. Time to get the cheap shit. Nah. See, that's the thing. These companies don't really have to liquidate in that fashion no more, bro. They could literally sell their shit on eBay. They probably give it to the employees. The employees turn around and sell the shit on eBay or like Amazon or any of these platforms that allow you to sell shit. I mean, it's just I don't think I've seen a store close in recent time where you could walk in there and they're just trying to they just trying to get rid of shit. Like I don't think that has happened in a very long time. But then we could get all that at Walmart, Target, Costco. I don't even shop at Walmart like that for real. I don't know. It's something about Walmart, the owners of fucking Walmart and shit like that, that just make me never really want to step into that fucking place. And again, it's the same shit is becoming of Amazon, right? Because I'm low key getting tired of Amazon. Like, I don't even order from Amazon like I used to no more, because Amazon on some bullshit, bro. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about this presidency, bro, but it showed you who these companies truly are. Let me not say these companies. It showed you who the people running these companies truly are, bro. And like, at this point, like, I really don't want to give them niggas none of my money, bro. Most of the consoles I buy are from PlayStation Direct. Man, let me tell you, man. I had to create a whole new account. My actual account that I have with fucking PlayStation, like the shit that's attached to my PlayStation, bruh, I cannot buy anything. They got me somehow shadow banned on the store, bro. I cannot buy directly through that particular account. I created a totally different random ass account not attached to no PlayStation account, bruh, and the shit worked just fine. It works just fine. I use my son account. Shit worked just fine. I cannot, I can't even begin to tell y'all what the fuck happened. I can't even begin to tell you what the fuck happened. I called them. They can't tell me what the fuck happened. They just gave me this spiel talking about, oh yeah, well, the PlayStation console that you're trying to buy, unfortunately, you're gonna have to go into one of our retailers. I'm like, what do you mean I'm gonna have to go into a fucking retailer? What the fuck are you, not one of the retailers. They was like one of our partnered retailers or something like that. And I was just like, so why can't I buy it through the website? And they would not tell me, bruh. They would not tell me, bruh. And I was just like, dog. And I'm gonna tell you, that's the thing about PlayStation that I don't understand, right? Like, PlayStation got the juice, but it's like they make some of the most terrible fucking decisions, dog. And I hate that so much, bro. Like, you got people calling you a scumbag and anti-consumer, and then you do some scumbag and anti-consumer shit. And I could never fucking understand that. Like, and you could, to be honest with you, I would be happy if they just told me, because I have an idea of why they banned my account, and I'm gonna explain to you why I think they banned my account from actually purchasing on PlayStation Direct, right? Because at the beginning of the generation, bro, not only did I get 2 PlayStation 5s from PlayStation Direct, but I got a third PlayStation 5 and I sent it to my cousin's house because he wanted a PlayStation 5. And, you know, at that time, it was hard as hell to find PlayStations. But right after that purchase, I couldn't make any more purchases, bro. Like, literally, I would attempt to make the purchase. I would see the transaction hit my card, but it would be returned immediately. And I'm like, yeah, that's wild, bro. At Corey, you might be right. Corey, you might be right, bro. You might be right. And I think that that's what the fuck it is. But I'm like, dog, make that shit make sense, bro. Like, you can see my fucking account. You can see my history. You can, if you're gonna flag me for that, flag me for buying so many goddamn games on the console. That could be some shit too, right? Huh? Nigga, you are flagging me for buying merchandise, nigga? Are you fucking kidding me, bro? And I could understand if it was from like some accounts where a person, you know what? You know what? That's crazy. And if what I'm thinking is true, dog, if what I'm thinking is true, then I can understand. I don't know if that be happening to y'all. Like, in the middle of y'all talking, like, I think as I'm talking, right? And like, I just had a thought that if this is true, dog, I'm never, ever buying shit for anybody any further, bro. Because what I just thought about is, when the PlayStation was bought on my account, it was bought with my cousin's credit card because he paid for it. It wasn't bought with my credit card. And I'm thinking that nigga probably did a chargeback that I was never fucking aware of, bro. And the thing is, I never got any messages. I never got anything. I never saw that that particular purchase was refunded or that anything was done. But I'm assuming that he probably called in and said that his credit card was used without his knowledge or some shit like that. And I'm thinking that that could possibly be it. But I would hate to think that my cousin would do that. I would hate to do that. But he's done worse. So shit, he's done worse. But unfortunately, that's the only. But the thing is, let's say that that was the case, right? What would be wrong with them just simply telling me that? And why does it work for me to buy games from PlayStation, but not for me to buy things from PlayStation Direct? That's what I don't understand. If I buy shit for people, I make them give me money up front and then I buy it. I don't use other people's shit. Yeah, but the thing is, you remember how they used to send you those invites? They are the ones who they sent me multiple fucking invites. Multiple fucking invites. And then, you know, my cousin, for some reason, he couldn't do it from his house. So he came to my house and I let him, you know, do the invite, log in and all of that shit and you know, do it from my house. And I that's why I say I don't understand it. But I don't know. 3 consoles is not a lot though, and you didn't buy all 3 at once. No, I didn't. I didn't buy all 3 at once, and this was done over a period of time. And this was those fucking PlayStations were like invite only. Games you cannot refund after a certain point, plus you can't resell digital purchases. Gears Reloaded completely flopped or looks ugly. It should have been a remake instead of a remaster. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. What I will say is I thought that I would really enjoy my time playing Gears. And it just wasn't what I remembered. It wasn't what I remembered. But yeah, man, shout out to GameStop. They're closing hundreds of more stores. But I think they got like a crazy amount of stores like worldwide and shit. So I'm not sure how much closing, like, because between last year and this year, that's gonna be like what, maybe 600-700 stores that was closed. I don't think that that's gonna be too crazy for them. I mean, the thing is though, like I said, I don't really know what good reason I would have to go and go into one of those stores. The one thing that I hate about GameStop that GameStop did, and I wish PlayStation would have did something about it, but of course it is what it is, right? Is that they had PlayStations, but they also had bundles, meaning they got to a point where you couldn't buy the PlayStation unless you bought it with the fucking bundles that they were putting together. And I thought that that was crazy as fuck to me. I thought that was crazy as fuck, because what makes you think I ain't already buy controllers from somewhere else, nigga? Like, and you're selling me this, and it's weird because, you know, what if I don't want all this shit? What if I don't want the charger? What if I don't want the game that you're trying to sell me with this? Like, I just hate that. I hated that fact. But they're not the only ones that was doing it. There was other people doing it as well, but I feel like they were the most egregious when it came to that. That would feel like that. I played Gears Reloaded on my Pro for 2 minutes. I was not impressed. I played it for like an hour. I played it for like an hour, bro, and it's just, I don't know, man. I just feel like maybe Gears was just good for its time at that time. You know what I mean? Like, and it's weird because I feel like I had a lot more fun with Warhammer than I did with Gears, which is, I don't know, that's crazy too. Oh, speaking of games, I finally got around to playing Code Violet, bro. Like, I thought I was going to play it. Remember, I think I did the stream on Friday, and I was like, yo, I'm going to get off this shit, and I'm going to play Code Violet, and then I'm going to wake up in the morning. I'm going to wake up in the morning, but I said I was going to play it, you know, when I got off stream. I didn't. Nigga, I got off stream, and I took my ass straight to sleep, bro. That's exactly what the fuck I did. I woke up at, like, I don't know, I think it may have been like around 8 or 9 or something like that. And I started playing Code Violet by Team Kill Media. Hey PC niggas, let's have a conversation real quick. Let me explain something to you niggas that y'all might not be aware of, nigga. You're never gonna dictate what I play. Now, I don't care what you say. I don't care what disdain you have for this company. I don't care, nigga. You are not going, as a matter of fact, when you niggas get upset about what I play, it makes me want to play it even more, because I don't know who the fuck y'all think I am, nigga, but y'all got me all the way fucked up. You hear me? Now listen. I understand that y'all got this beef with this company because they said they didn't want to put their game on your fucking platform, nigga. Hey, if that's the case, bro, and you think that their game is fucking garbage, shouldn't you be like, thank you, Team Kill Media, you did me a favor? No. But see, it doesn't stop there. You saying that something is bad, and you say it's bad based off of reviews from companies that you then tell us to not listen to, because who can trust IGN and Eurogamer, right? But listen, that's neither here nor there. Let come a little closer. Come a little closer. Your Uncle Sick got to talk to you. I've learned to ignore you niggas. You know why? Because I know y'all don't play any games. And if you do play games, you don't play games based off of you wanting to play the game. You base it off of what everybody is saying is accepted to play. I'm not you. I'm never going to be you. If I was you, I would have missed out on a lot of good games, because y'all don't play games for yourself. You play games for the crowd, nigga. You play games so you can be a part of a community, nigga. Nah, player. Anywho, So let me give y'all the lowdown on Cold Violet, right? I'm gonna give y'all my 100% God honest truth, factual. I got the platinum in that game in like 10 hours. And I think it had like 30 trophies or something like that, right? First and foremost, the game is not a bad game. Let me clear it up right there. The game is not a bad game. If you think this game is a bad game, then that means you think that Resident Evil and you think that Dino Crisis are bad fucking games. Let me also explain something else to you, right? Things get graded on a scale, right? If you have, and I hate to have this conversation with people because people seem to not understand how these things work, right? Either something is going to be good or it's going to be bad. It's either going to be fun or it's not going to be fun, right? There is not going to truly be an in-between, but I think people should think about this in the scheme of you have a 4-man team of indie developers that are making their own lane for different types of games, right? So when it comes to I'm going to tell you, I went into this expecting there to be something like, whoa, man, goddamn, like, well, how the fuck did they release this shit, right? What I will say is the performance needs work. I cannot tell you why. Certain points of that game I felt like was like 45 to 60 frames, and then others was like a solid 30, nigga. And I was just like, nigga, what the fuck is going on? I was looking at my pro was looking at me, I was looking at my pro, I was like, hey nigga, what's going on, player? You need a booster pack, nigga? Do I you know what I'm saying? Like I was like I don't know about this, man. And one of the things that they choose to put in their games, and I've seen it in every one of the games that they have made because I've played all of them, they love putting film grain, and I fucking hate film grain. And they don't give you an option to remove the film grain. I hate film. I hate film grain almost as much as I hate motion blur. I think both of those two features are shitty fucking features. And I hate the fact that they do that. Not only that, I don't know what the hell they be going for with these fucking bars on the top and the fucking bottom of the fucking screen, but I hate that shit too. It doesn't make, let me explain something to you. That shit does not make the game more cinematic for me. Now, I've spoken to the developers and they say this is just a choice that they make with their games, right? Like, and I would imagine he ain't got no reason to fucking lie to me, because what the fuck is lying to me gonna do, right? And this was in a private conversation where I was talking to the nigga. I was like, yo, man, y'all need to give us an option to remove this shit. And this was for the previous game. This wasn't for this game. This was for Quantum Error that I had that conversation with. And them niggas doubled down on that shit in Cold Violet. Now, those the things that I'm mentioning to you right now is the things that I see as being cons. I see it as being a con. There is no way for me to get around that. I am not going to try to get around that, but I want to put the negatives in the front. I want you to know exactly what I feel is wrong with that fucking game. The pacing in this game, I think, is amazing, in my opinion. It doesn't keep you in any fucking place too long. Really, you're kind of moving at whatever pace you can move at to understand and get around what the fuck they did. The puzzles that they put in the game, I think, were fair, and they weren't too overwhelming, so people who don't like puzzles wouldn't get stuck and be like, yo, fuck, I don't want to play this shit no more because I can't figure out this puzzle, right? I think they were pretty fucking direct with the puzzles that they put in the game, and I think that that's a good thing, because we already understand that when people think that games are too hard, they stop playing them, or they don't want to play them, or they call the game bad because they can't figure out how to get to the next point, right? by all means, you can still see that this is an indie team that's still learning, right? So I want to keep that I want to keep that in mind as I'm telling you this, right? What I can tell you is I had no crashes in the game. That was unbelievable because I had quantum error crashing on me like a motherfucker and ended up having to restart, and some shit was, you know, to the point where I don't know how the fuck that panned out like that, but those were some of the cons that I had for that game. This game didn't crash on me once. I thought that it was really reminiscent of the Dino Crisis game, which I always felt like Dino Crisis was just Resident Evil with fucking dinosaurs, nigga. Like people say that is not the case, but I'm sorry, that's what the fuck it was, bruh. That's what it was. And this game was very reminiscent of that. Some areas looked really fucking good. Other areas, I don't know what the fuck was going on with Unreal Engine. Some of those areas, I feel like they were trying to like produce ray tracing or something in certain points, but then I guess some shit wasn't crossing up properly, so the floor was kind of like warped or whatever. But I'm pretty sure that that's some shit that they can iron out, I guess, in future updates or whatnot. But legitimately, in playing the game, I really did think that the game was really a good game. And I do think that this game was a step up from their previous games, because you can tell that they learned from some of the mistakes that they had, like with the weapon wheel and shit like that. I think they made it extremely easy for you to select the weapons. You could set them as a shortcut. You know, they had the pill mixing. So, you know, like the herbs in fucking Resident Evil, where you mix the herbs and then you make another herb, and that herb is used. And then that would be used for either healing or getting rid of poison and stuff like that. Like, they had a whole bunch of different options for different mixtures that you can do to make certain things. Here's what I will say, and I don't know if I can write this as a pro or a con, or put this down as a pro or a con. I do not like games that gives you the option to make a whole bunch of different shit that you're never ever gonna fucking use in the game. And I think that is fair to fucking say. That is fair to fucking say. I mean, I'm glad in a survival horror game as well, right? I didn't feel the horror. I didn't even feel like I really had to survive, nigga, because the shotgun was just, you get the shotgun early on, nigga, and I was just pummeling shit. I was pummeling shit. So I don't know if I can put that. That's like neutral to me, man, because maybe other people feel different ways about it. Or maybe I should have turned the difficulty maybe to the highest fucking difficulty. Maybe I should have did that. Maybe it would have been more of a survival horror, because items would have been scarce. But when you shot the dinosaurs, right? I got another con. Hold on. I got another con. I feel like there could have been much more different variations of dinosaurs. Throughout the entire game, I think I seen maybe 4 or 5 different variations. And then they had alligators. You know, so I do feel like there should have been more variation. But maybe that would have been, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there should have been more variation though. But as far as the level design, I thought the level design was pretty good. I thought it was a real unique level design as well. Because in order for you to find the outfits, right, you had to first find this little tube that's usually somewhere above a door, and it glows blue. You have to shoot that tube. That tube then takes down the laser grid that's protecting the area where the outfit is. But then you have to backtrack and go to the place where the actual door was for you to get in there, then you can, then it changes over to like the old school Resident Evil camera view. And then you go and find the outfits. And they had a lot of dope ass outfits. I'm gonna tell you, I feel like they played Stellar Blade and then they said, yeah, let's give these little horny ass niggas something for the game to customize the character. Because they had a ton of different outfits, but you can tell that they created this for the horny niggas that love seeing the character in like skimpy outfits and shit like that, right? So, you know, and they had, I like the way they did it with the earrings. The earrings gave you a perk, right? So you had like the stamina perk, the strength perk. You know, you had a lot of different perks that you can put on as different earrings. So if you chose to, you know, you can have a stamina boost, you can have a strength boost, you can have it's just, you got the ability to do that, and you had to make the choice of what meant more to you within the game, right? So I thought that was dope. They did let you customize like the hairstyles and stuff like that for the people who care about shit like that. Me personally, I don't really give a fuck about that, honestly. But for some people, I'm sure that would be a pro, right? They had the little save rooms, right? And in the save rooms, you could go in and, you know, you can store like your excess items, because when you first start out, I think you only had like 8 slots where you can, you know, collect items. And then you had to get these gear pouch upgrades, and then it unlocked more and more slots. And truthfully, you need those slots, especially if you're a person who like carrying a lot of guns on you, because the guns take up 2 slots per gun. Except for, I think, the pistol. I think the pistol is the pistol and the Magnum. I think those were the only 2 guns that didn't really take up more than 1 slot. But you had the special weapon, which was a T99, which you had to go through some things to, you know, be able to unlock that. You had the shotgun, which I like that gun. I use that a lot, as well as the shotgun. You had the assault rifle. You also had the SMG. And fuck, what was the other gun? Submachine gun. You had the submachine gun. I didn't see a rocket launcher though. I feel like a rocket launcher is significant to games like this, but I also know that in a game like this, the rocket launcher probably wouldn't have been very useful, because them little shitty ass little dinosaurs, these little mini fucking dinosaurs that come out in groups of 3, they fucking attack you and then they run away. Like, trying to shoot a rocket at that, you'd have probably killed yourself. The big dinosaurs, well, not even big, but like the little medium-sized dinosaurs, which is the raptor, shooting that with a rocket launcher probably wouldn't have been the best fucking idea either. So yeah, maybe it's a reason why they put that shit in there. But you also had grenades. You had grenades. You had the thermite grenades. You had the smoke grenades. And again, you had recipes where you could make all of these grenades individually. And they gave, I feel like they over gave when it came to like items, but that might have been my fault, because I was just playing on normal. I wasn't playing on like no excessively hard difficulty or nothing like that. So maybe that was my fault. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that was the difficulty. I felt like every time I killed a raptor, they were dropping ammo. And the funny thing about it is, if you got let's say you got the shotgun and the assault rifle in your inventory, If you're using the assault rifle, it'll drop shotgun ammo. If you're using the shotgun, it'll drop assault rifle ammo. And I picked up on that shit because I don't know what it is, man, but when it comes to details like that, like I pick up really quick on shit like that within the game. So you could actually manipulate what type of ammo you were going to get based on the ammo that you needed. And truthfully, I think the trophies, they dumbed the trophies down a lot. And I think they did that for the people who, you know, they just don't want to do a lot of shit, right? I think the hardest trophy in the game is the collector's trophies, because you got to find all of these ducks and all of these eggs, these decorative eggs and things like that. And they're not hard to find, right? So it's not like they're in like super hard positions to find, but I think that's the hardest trophy in the game. I mean, there's another trophy where you got to collect 27,000 mites, which is like the currency in the game. You got a trophy for beating each level. You got a trophy for doing random shit like finding the goat in the level and shooting the glass. I think that was the floodgate trophy. So that you could find the special key that you needed once you got to the final stage to actually get access to the special weapon. That was a trophy. Crafting your first item was a trophy. Crafting 20 items was a trophy. It was a lot of simple ass trophies, man. It was a lot of by the end of the game, I was only missing one trophy, and I got it on New Game Plus, because with the 27,000 mites, I thought you just had to at some point pick up that amount, but no, you had to actually carry that amount on you. You actually had to have 27,000 mites on you. So, you know, at the end of the game, that was the only trophy I had, and I got that in like, I don't know, like 30 minutes of playing the game. I just ran through and just picked up all the mites, and, you know, that was a done deal. But the game can easily be beaten if you just run through everything. If you just run through each level, you could easily beat the game in like 4 hours, 3 hours, something like that. I feel like they should have had a speed run trophy. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't have any speed run trophies. The story, I thought the story was you know what I mean? It wasn't the greatest, and you learned more about what was going on through the logs that you picked up versus the actual dialogue and shit that you got from the story. I ain't gonna even lie to you, I'm still a little confused about that last boss. I'm just confused about what the fuck was going on with that, because Ultraviolet was like dancing with a fucking dinosaur man, but he was the guy that you saw at the beginning that said you was home. Low key, I kind of believe that she was partially a fucking dinosaur or something like that. Her eyes was purple. His was fucking, or violet, I guess. Her eyes was like violet, purple, whatever. His eyes was like yellow and shit like that. At the end of the day, at the end of the game, while you dancing with the nigga, you know, it switches from that cutscene to you shooting the shit out the nigga, because, you know, he's like a fucking raptor / man or whatever. And quite frankly, I can't even begin to tell y'all. The story was just it was, but the gameplay, the puzzles and stuff like that, I really enjoyed that. If I had to grade this, let me explain to you how I'm grading this, just so y'all can understand. If I had to grade this the way I would grade any other like AAA game, if I had to grade this as a AAA game, then it would definitely 1000% be like a 4 or a 5. It would be like a 4 or 5, because if you were a bigger studio, then I think the performance should have been a lot better. I would think that there should have been more graphics options. Hell, even now, I think at some point they need to offer a pro version, because I don't think I played a pro version. I think the version that I played was just whatever a person with a PS5 was fucking playing at that time. I don't think that it was pro enhanced. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But you got to start thinking about resources, right? The indie side of this is where I have to grade them on a curve, whether you like it or not. This is the difference between how I would grade something like that. The fact that it's only 4 people and they are self-funding this game, you know, it's different when you grade it from that particular scale, man. It really is. As a indie studio with 4 people, that's a caveat for me. With limited resources, I think this game is an easy 7, bruh. I think it's an easy 7 because I did enjoy what I played. It's not like I played the game and had to force myself to finish it or something like that. That wasn't even the case. But I think at some point people still forget that this is an independent team of only 4 people. You know what I mean? And I think that there should be some caveats when you look at it from that perspective, whether you like it or not, right? But if indeed this was a AAA team with like 100 people or 80 people or, you know, enough people where this should have been ironed out, then nah, it would have been a 4. It would have been a 4 or 5. And that's just me being honest, bruh. Do I think the hate is warranted? No, I think the hate is created by people who wanted to see this fail because their feelings were hurt because they told them they are not bringing this shit to their platform because they didn't want these people modding their shit. And truthfully, not gonna lie, if they would have modded it, them niggas be doing some crazy shit with the mods, man. It would have probably been for the better for the game. Hey, I can be honest. I still don't like the goofy premise that these PC niggas be that they be working on. You know what I mean? But again, like I said, for an independent game, I paid I think $40 or $50 for this game, and I was okay with that. I was okay with that because I want to see them get better. I want them to produce better. I want them to grow their team. I want them to, because they have great ideas, right? They put them into motion, and Code Violet is a much smoother, like I said, it was a much smoother game than their previous game. But their previous game, I ain't gonna lie, that shit has some nice ass fucking guns in it, dog. It has some nice ass fucking guns. But you can see that they are growing as an independent team. Should they maybe scale down what their vision is? I don't know, man. I don't even know how to call it in that. But I think that it was fair. I think that the production value that I got out of the game, I think it was fair, man. I think the price was all right. And I enjoyed the game. And if that hurts you niggas to understand that I actually enjoyed what I fucking played, then ouch. That's some shit y'all niggas gonna have to deal with, man. Y'all gonna have to handle that internally within y'all self, man. You're gonna have to handle it internally, man. And also, y'all gotta stop with this narrative. Y'all really gotta stop with this narrative that everybody is just waiting on these Xbox games that Xbox is voluntarily bringing over that nobody requested. Can we stop that for 1 minute? Y'all using that as a talking point is disgusting at this point. It's disgusting. Okay, hold on. I'm kind of doing what y'all niggas be doing. I don't care about none of this shit that Microsoft is voluntarily putting on fucking PlayStation. This is the one thing that you got to understand, right? Again, I try to tell you, saying that the whole slate is coming to PlayStation is not saying I want the whole slate that is coming to PlayStation. No. Once again, it's just to make fun of you niggas that really care. It's not because we want the fucking games, bro. This is the thing, man. A lot of the people that own PlayStations, they also own PCs. A lot of the people that own PlayStations, they also own Xboxes. They would have bought these games on those platforms had they gave a fuck about it. Or played them through Game Pass if they gave a fuck about them. I mean, I don't know I don't know what else y'all need to know to understand that, bro, but that is not the flex that you think it is. It is just a reminder to you, the Xbox, PC, PlayStation hater, that all of these games that you have put in these lists that you got super excited for because you're like, oh my God, Xbox is putting out so many games. Well, it really is Microsoft, but hey, I digress. Yeah, we go. We'll give it to you, right? All those games are going to be available on the PlayStation. And truthfully, you don't even care about those games. You only cared about them as a talking point to PlayStation gamers. That's it. I didn't see a single person saying, hey, when is Grounded coming to PlayStation? I never saw it. I never saw that. I never saw it. I never saw a single PlayStation person asking for Halo, Gears, or Forza. All of these games were offered up by Xbox. You should probably go to Phil and say, Phil, why are you putting all these games over here, bruh? Not come to the people who would have access to them and saying, oh, y'all just like all the old shit that Xbox is putting on PlayStation. That ain't what it is, big dog. I don't think that's what it is, big dog. I don't think that's what it is. Nah, PlayStation niggas don't listen. The one name Shadow. PlayStation niggas don't want Starfield. They want to laugh at Xbox niggas because Starfield is on PlayStation and that's the game that they were boasting about. I promise you that that's the case. That's like saying PlayStation niggas wanted Avowed. Why? Xbox niggas didn't even want Avowed. And as Nova Red says, the definitive Starfield is already on PlayStation, which is No Man's Sky, which is a much better game than Starfield is ever going to be. I'm just being honest, dog. Like, for some reason, y'all niggas really just don't take, y'all gotta stop looking at this shit from a perspective of Xbox is doing something that PlayStation niggas care about. We don't care about it. We don't. Ain't nobody jumping in the streets. Look at how it was for Halo. When Halo Combat, whatever that shit is, got announced for PlayStation, it was just niggas saying, y'all ain't even got Halo to yourself no more. That's all it was. How many of these niggas actually gonna play Halo? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think it's gonna be a lot of people though. I'm sorry. To me, Halo has never been that great. I mean, it's good for what it is, but it's never been that fucking great. I think that Gears is a much better game than Halo. I think it has a much more cohesive story to it. And I think it's just a more fun game to play. And I don't think shooters hit the way that they used to anyway. I don't think they hit the way that they used to no more. Like, even for the people, like the people who grew up playing like Call of Duty and shit like that, I just don't think it hit the same no more. Because before, niggas would lose their... I remember niggas used to spend all of their free time playing Call of Duty, bro. I'm talking about from the time they got up to the time it's time for them to go to sleep, nigga. They just back to back playing matches. Oh, I gotta rank up. Oh, I gotta get this new camo. Oh, I gotta get this skin. Yo, that shit used to be crazy. But now everybody who I talk to that used to play Call of Duty like that, they all like it changed up so much they don't really fuck with it no more. And I'm like, dog, it's still the same shit. You point and fucking shoot, my nigga. Like I don't know how y'all gauge shooters like that, bro. I really don't. I don't know how y'all gauge shooters. I don't know what it is that y'all base it on, because yeah, some people tell me it's about movement, but then I'm like, but you praise this and you don't praise that, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is that people look at when it comes to shooters no more. I mean, it might not be the same, Forsaken. I just don't understand why. I don't understand why y'all are saying it ain't the same no more. Shit, I didn't even know your ass was sitting in this goddamn room, man. Something just told me to open up the Discord, nigga. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what y'all look for in shooters no more, man. But if I was to look at Call of Duty, and I'm looking at Call of Duty from the perspective that I always look at it from, it still feel like the same shit, dog. You just running around fucking shooting people in the back and shit. I don't know. I don't know how y'all gauge it. It either is good, either it's fun, or it's not. Are y'all saying that it's no longer fun? Like, I don't play shooters like that, dog. Like, you know, I'll play it every now and then, but I don't play it the way niggas be playing multiplayer, bruh.
It's about how like there's several factors I'm thinking it. Like, I think Jay Barry could give a better explanation, more in depth about COD, but like Battlefield and stuff like that, it was more of like tactical and thing versus the newer games. It's like fast paced movement running around. Like that's the change you can see. I can say like in Battlefield, that's the change you see, because play the play the objective was always the goal of Battlefield. It wasn't about like kill, death, assist, and those kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like having that is fine, but the whole goal of Battlefield is the objective. It's a battlefield simulator. You want to capture the objective. You want to drive tanks. You want to bring reinforcements. Like
Nah, that's
all
not
those.
true. That's not true. The one thing I know about
Telling
these
you.
shooters is niggas never play the objective, dog. You always
No,
got
but
the
that is for Battlefield. For
yeah, but
Battlefield,
even
that was
even
the
in
difference from
Battlefield, I
COD.
used to
No,
play Battlefield. The one where they had the black dude on the cover, was that a long time ago? That wasn't a long
that
time
was
ago, right?
four. That was four. They also bring him back in
Nah, 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 nah,
this
nah,
one.
nah. That wasn't 4. I think it was like Battlefield 1 or some shit like that. Is that a real game, or am
Uh,
I making that shit up? Where the black dude was
Battlefield
on the
One.
cover. The black dog, y'all. I don't remember
Oh
which one
wait,
it
is
was.
that the one? You talk about the one with the when they talk about the Harlem? Is it
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Harlem
yeah,
they
yeah.
call
That
that?
one, that one, that one, that one. I
The
was playing that shit,
firefighters
bro.
from France.
Niggas was
Yeah.
running around like mercenaries, dog. Niggas wasn't playing no fucking objectives, dog. And then niggas who would get in the fucking tanks and shit, dog. Them niggas, dog, bruh. Bruh.
Now I'm telling you, like later, like if you play from like three, if you ever played Battlefield 3 and stuff, you'll understand what I mean. Like
Yeah.
people used to hold positions
Wait,
and
wait,
all
wait, wait,
kind of
wait.
stuff.
Hold on one second. Hold on
Yeah.
one second for a second. Hey, Lady Gamer, how did that happen? The only reason why I'm asking you, and because you lost all your contacts, your phones, your photo, everything that I have is backed up to fucking iCloud. And even if I wasn't on iCloud, if I was on Google, everything would have been backed up to like Google Drive or some shit like that. In 2026, how did you lose everything?
Wait,
Oh
how?
shit, I didn't know you wasn't. Oh yeah, I don't care. I don't listen, man. Listen, man. I got you. Give me a second. Let me go here, here.
I lost.
Yeah, there you go. I don't. Yeah. Make you a moderator. It's all good. It's all good. But oh, go ahead. Go ahead. For a second, you were saying something.
Yeah, no, I was saying like okay, it was the best example I could give for with Battlefield and how it changed. People call tactical positioning and Battlefield camping.
Yeah.
That's like the dumbest thing I ever heard. Like legit, in Battlefield, common sense is get behind cover, get a unique position, hold that position, and stop people from capturing the objectives and things. If you don't like that, there's CQC matches like team deathmatch, free fall. That is what those are for. But if I have a flag, and the objective of the game is to hold the flag to get points. Why would I move from a spot where I have the high ground and I lock you down and you just keep dying? That is literally the point.
Well, let
That,
me
that,
ask you a
that,
question. Let me ask you a question about shooters, right?
yeah.
Because back in my day, right? Back in this is coming from a 40-year-old, just 40-year-old guy, right? Back in my day, camping used to be shunned. Camping used to be considered you were a scrub. Is that no longer the same in this generation?
No, that in a sense is still there, but again, as I say, it depends on the game. What type of game mode you're playing. Most games was team deathmatch, like you versus a next team, and you have to kill as many people as possible. Holding out, especially in game modes like where you have to reach a certain high kill count, could make a 5 to 10 minute game 30 minutes for no reason. Just run, kill each other, get out the match. Like just run around, kill each other as fast as
Well,
possible, get
see,
out the match.
in the art of
That is,
war, you don't get to dictate how I kill you.
but that is what I'm saying. I could see the problem where you say, oh, you low skill because you hide in a corner to kill me every time I jump in a room and hold in a choke point in a death match. If you want to argue your low skill for that, fine. But if you're
Well,
playing an
that's not
objective
my
based game,
problem though. That's for you to figure out how to overcome. That is not for
no,
me to
I'm not.
figure
I'm not
out.
arguing against you, no sick. I just telling you where the whole argument about being low skill come from. That is where the argument is. Like, oh, run out to the open and let me see who could shoot faster, who could clip the target faster, who could hit each other faster. Like that is how most people play shooters. But when you play objective based shooters like Battlefield and all those kind of stuff. You have to play tactically. You can't just run out in the open. That was like a huge problem with people who come from COD into Battlefield was complaining about. They was like, oh, when I run out in the open, I die instantly. Yeah, no shit. You're running in an open field. You have no tank or vehicles giving you cover fire or support fire, and you think snipers on the other side gonna just watch you running and wait for you to run up to them? No, they're gonna sit there, wait for you to run in the open field, and take your head off. That is why you have helicopters. That is why you have
Well,
jeeps. That is why you have tanks. That is why you could build
well,
defenses.
I get all of that. I get all of that, but in war, none of y'all niggas that be talking about camping is gonna be out there running around because your ass ain't gonna be able to respawn.
Exactly.
You ain't gonna be able to respawn, nigga. Like, I'm just saying, in the whole term of camping within these games, it never made sense. It never made sense when
It
people
never
like,
made
oh
sense to
no,
me
this nigga
either.
camping, man, this nigga garbage, bruh. I'm like, dog, tactically, if a
It makes
motherfucker is
sense.
camping and killing you, how the fuck is he garbage?
And you know what? Even more sad about that, especially in games like Battlefield, this is where the huge difference in Battlefield and Call of Duty is. You could blow up a wall, right? There's no such thing as camping in Battlefield. If somebody hiding in a building, you're calling a tank, you're calling an airstrike, you take out your rocket launcher, you take grenades, you have C4, blow up the wall. Motherfucker hide in a building if you blow up the building. But you see people so stupid, they want to come from COD where they're running and gunning in the open and say, hey, that's so no skill, he hiding in a corner. Bitch, that's why you have grenade launchers. That's why you have smoke. All these things are here to give you a tactical position over your enemy. You just want to run in the open like an idiot and go guns blazing and feel you're in a fucking movie. Die. No, die. That's what you need to do. Die.
Hey, let me ask y'all. Have y'all ever seen a movie called Lionheart with John Claude Van Damme?
But John Claude Van Damme,
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I don't see if I see a picture of it. I know a Lionheart movie.
I watched Lionheart since I was
Nah,
like
I never saw that one.
a young buck. It's a very old movie, very old movie. But I realized something. I realized that Jean-Claude Van Damme is the same character in every movie that he's ever played in. Like we get on The Rock nowadays because he's the same fucking person. But this nigga he's legitimately made movies with the same goddamn character, bro. If you look at his character there, look at his character in Universal Soldier. Look at his character in fucking Bloodsport. Dog, if you want to be real, Bloodsport, and Lionheart is the same movie, dog. Bloodsport and Lionheart. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that Bloodsport and Lionheart ain't the same fucking movie, dog. Think about that shit for a second. For the people who seen both movies, those movies are the exact same fucking movie, bro.
It looks so. Underground.
No. They are the same movie, bro. One in Japan, one in America.
But some people just can't get out of that. Some people like that. And The Rock have a clause where he can't lose or something like that. So that's why he does always be playing them super fighting heroes that don't lose.
Who? The Rock?
The Rock, yeah. I think he have a
Nigga,
clause
The
where
Rock
he
was
can't
the
lose.
fucking Tooth Fairy in one movie he played in. The Rock
No,
was the nigga
but-
who got bullied in what that movie was, CIA, with him and Kevin Hart. The Rock
He
was
didn't get
something
beat up,
in
though.
Scorpion King.
He was the boss. He was the Scorpion King. He was the Scorpion King and Scorpion King.
Yeah, so it was. He's not the same character for real. I mean, don't get me
No.
wrong.
True.
He kind of feels like he is because we just know him as being The Rock, this big buff ass nigga, and it's kind of hard to get around that, bruh. It's kind of hard to get around that. But I can tell you, Ice Cube, he's another one. This nigga is the same person in every movie. Ice Cube is Ice Cube, nigga. He just go by a different name.
He was Ice Cube in War of the Worlds.
He's Ice Cube. Bro, that nigga he's an angry nigga in every movie, bro. In every one of them. I don't know how to explain this, bro. But Ice Cube, he doesn't play characters, nigga. He just gives them the character that he always played.
Kevin Hart, I guess he's always a comedian.
This nigga Ice Cube, bro. Nah, if you think of every movie that this nigga is, whether it's All About the Benjamins, whether it's Friday, whether it's even Are We There Yet, bro? This nigga is the same character in every one of those movies, bro. Nah. That nigga, even in Lottery Ticket, bro, that nigga was an angry fucking boxer, angry ex-boxer, nigga. That's who the fuck Cube was, dog. Dog, you ain't gonna. I'm telling you ain't gonna win this one, Dewad. I've thought about this shit thoroughly. Dog, when you think about useless shit that you can think of, this is at the top of the spectrum for me, bro. This is useless information that I have that I can't do nothing with. But now y'all niggas can't do nothing with it either.
You be coming here and putting stupid information in people.
I'm telling you, the same. Yo, Rise of the Ronin and fucking Sailor Moon, bro. Same fucking shit, dog. Same fucking shit. That's useless information that was brought to my attention that I had to bring to y'all attention. And now y'all gotta think about that shit too. Yeah, a nigga told me, he was like, you ever realize that Rise of the Ronin is nothing more than a dude version of Sailor Moon?
No fucking way.
Oh, you gonna think about it, you gonna be like, yo, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of wild, nigga. Yo, it is what it is, but now y'all got this useless information too, and y'all are not gonna be able to get rid of it, nigga.
Wait. The villain, the antagonist in Rise of the Ronin is a girl, as a woman that was in love with you? Or you in love with?
Yo, all I'm saying is, man, go ahead and watch Rise of
Ronin Warriors.
Ronin Warriors.
Rise of Ronin.
Oh, nigga, I said Rise of the
confused.
Ronin. Oh, I'm tripping, bro.
I was confused. I was like,
tripping,
what?
bro. I did not mean to say that, dog. I did not mean to say that, bro. Like, yeah, Ronin Warriors, nigga. Ronin Warriors is the dude version of fucking Sailor Moon, bro. I got that information. It was... I don't know what to do with it, dog. I don't know what to do with it. All right. So, all right.
That's disgusting. I can't look at that the same now.
The next order of business. The next order of business. All of a sudden, everybody is against AI. Again. Yeah. Because, you know, they were against AI in the beginning. Then everybody was like, oh, you know, AI is going to be here, man. It's just, yeah, you might as well just get to it. And now it's like the industry is turning its back on generative AI again. Here's my thing. Actor Troy Baker says creatives shouldn't demonize AI as it cannot create art. Troy.
Technically, he's right.
Troy. No. Technically, he's not right. Troy, there is AI that would literally render you workless, nigga. It can copy his voice. It can copy his inflection. Why do I need Troy Baker if I could just use generative AI? If I could just use this AI shit and let the AI read the script?
No, I think that's the point he making. Like,
no.
Not saying.
No.
No, he came out. I think the point he making is he not saying that how AI won't replace him and stuff like that. I think the point he making is AI is nothing without the art it takes from, like, learn from. Like, AI learns, like, several people artist styles and stuff, and then it designs based on the art styles of people around it and thing. It still uses someone's art to make something. It's not like it will just make something out of nowhere. Everything generative AI does is based off of what it's learned.
Okay.
Like, that's the point he's making. I think that's the point he's trying to make.
Do you think every restaurant that you go in should have just a computer that takes your order? Or do you think there should be an actual human?
What faster? What faster?
What faster? What are you talking about?
Yeah, what's faster? Like, if I go into a restaurant...
It ain't about what's faster. It's about what's gonna literally fucking ruin society. Why should I not demonize something that is going to make people jobless?
I get your argument fully, don't get me wrong. But I think a lot of things why these things that take people jobs and thing is always about efficiency and cost over anything. Like, from a business, I mean devil's advocate here. Like, from the other side, I see it. They like, if the computer could take 10 orders in the same time it would take a person to take 3 or 4, I'd rather the computer. And most people in the population would rather the computer for that exact same reason.
Okay. So now that person you just put out of a job is now breaking into your house to steal your shit. Now what? What's your next move?
I don't have a gun, but hypothetically...
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But what's your next move? You just said it's okay to put people out of work if they can get shit done faster, right? But you're not thinking of the ramifications of said thing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the way orders are being... Well, let me not say that. I'm saying that from one perspective, but sometimes these motherfuckers who be working there be stupid anyway. Like,
that's my point.
You'll tell them no pickles and they'll still fucking put pickles on the shit.
You see, that's my point.
No. That's not your point. that was a point that I made that you agree with, that goes along with what you might be trying to say, but that's not what you said. But truthfully, in this particular case, what is better, the results or the ramifications? Where's the happy medium?
I don't think.
The happy
What if that
medium
person?
is not using something that's going to eliminate somebody's position.
I don't think like I understand completely sick like the point you're making. Like you're gonna put a ton more people out of jobs simply because of putting AI that could do their tasks faster, more efficient.
You're eliminating positions that don't need to be eliminated for any other reason that you stand to gain more money.
Yeah, I completely understand that. But that is just how it is.
But it doesn't have
Like
to be.
it doesn't have to be, but let me real sick. Come on, the guy in power right now doesn't care about the small man. It's what's going to happen. If he did care about the small man, there would be limited factors in such a way where it put a law stating that um you have to employ X amount of people in whichever city you belong to ensure that the amount of jobs available stays consistent. Like they have to have a mix, like you said, a happy medium where you can say, okay, if you have one AI system or two AI system in your store, you still need to employ four people. Like something like that would be the happy balance, but people not going to do that if there's no laws implemented to ensure that happens. That is your happy medium. That is your happy medium
Again,
right there.
we live in a world where people are being produced, albeit at a lower capacity than previously, but still being created every fucking day.
and
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 you're
why is
creating things that takes opportunities away from those future people who would need to hold some sort of a position. How many jobs do we eliminate? When do we stop eliminating?
I get your point completely, second.
I'm looking
I'm
at
not
the
saying no.
bigger picture. I'm not looking at the benefits that you get from right now. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
So so I'm
To
so
you,
I'm asking, at what point do you stop eliminating?
all right. So to your point, a while ago, I read
Wait, sick, you bought it. I bought what?
what's a
Yes, it was. I don't know. I'm reading something that's on the screen that I think was said a long time ago. Hold on. Let me see. No, you can keep going. Let me see if I can
oh yeah.
find it. What? Cause
No. All right. So chat and everybody, I just playing devil's advocate. This that don't means I agree with this 100%. I just on the opposite side. I read somewhere where they were talking about the future and the extreme goal. So we're using Elon Musk because he's the extreme end of sick point. He's making robots. He wants to push out millions of them to replace day-to-day job, basic skill labor stuff that usually people would do. So that's like cleaning, washing, lifting, transportation, those stuff. He wants to
mm-hmm.
eliminate people driving their car with AI driving. That'll remove taxi drivers, truck drivers, all infrastructure with that kind of thing. There's AI put into place to help with surgeries, to do all those stuff across the globe and all those stuff. On the extreme end, where we have robots and AIs taking over all the job opportunities and stuff like that, right? How do you make money or how do you produce money for people to buy and sell things when in reality the people that own
Money
these
is
companies.
fake. Money is fake, bro.
No, no, no,
Like,
no, no, no. Get here where I coming from. Here I come from. Just here where I come from. Like, how do you quantify how people make a earnings in order to purchase what they need to live? That is where sick extreme point is coming from. Like when all the jobs are gone, when people can't do anything to make money, to pay for rent, to pay for food, to pay for groceries, what do? Do you then turn and say, well, if robots aren't doing everything for free and at a zero sum cost, do we just provide daily necessities to people and people just live?
mm-hmm.
Because jobs gone, people can't make money, people can't earn money, people can't sustain for a living, what do you do?
Right. So
And you
when
can't.
we're headed towards that point and we're getting there at a rapid pace, what
You
then
can't.
happens to the individuals? Because those people are still going to be here.
That is the thing I'm saying. Without laws
Are
put
we
into
go-
place,
are
you
we
can't
gonna
do nothing.
create a what they call that shit? You remember that thing that they created the movie on, where they have this one night a year where you can just go
That's
out?
AI
Huh?
or the purge.
The purge. Yeah, there you go. At some point, you're gonna have to start purging people. There's gonna be way more people than there is even houses and shit like that can't afford it. No,
Um,
seriously. What
no, no,
what
no,
the
no.
hell? What other option do you have? Because you're saying it's okay. Yeah. What do you want? You want a machine that can do this 10 times faster, or a human to be employed? Me personally, I want a human to be employed, nigga.
No, listen, listen. So the only way you can do anything about that is you have to, as I said, you have to put laws and legislation in place to force these companies to keep hiring people. Okay, look, Microsoft supposedly going on fire 11,000 to 22,000 people for their AI push. Is anybody going to do anything about it and say, hey, you can't fire people just to make it look like you have a profit on paper?
Nope.
Nobody doing anything about it. So if you don't stop it, those things where people just losing their job, and you reach the point where, look, at this point, I don't really care. They lose their jobs. You went to work for Microsoft. You know they treated AI to replace you and stuff. What you
Nah.
gonna do?
These wars are about to start because idiots voted for Trump. That's it.
Wait, what? Who said that?
Nah, that's it. Nah, Curse Kane was like, that's why these wars are about to start. Sick. No.
Oh no, these wars start because y'all voted for a psychopath that firmly believed everything in the Western Hemisphere is his own, and he could take what he pleased because the world voted together and say, hey, instead of all of us having an army, let America protect the world. And then he comes and say, why we protected the world? Dude, read a book. Read a book. That is why America protected the world. After World War II, the world said it don't make sense everybody spend money on armies. Here what, America? You make guns, you make weaponry. We'll pay you for those weaponry. We will give you land to have bases all over the world. We will give you benefits to trade better. We will use your currency as the de facto currency, so your money is the highest. And in exchange for doing all that, you defend the free world. And now you saying we should defend the free world. We losing too many people. Nigga, that's the point.
I mean, it's just okay. So it's just like this, right? The one thing that I do understand is you have to, at this point, learn how to benefit from AI, because it's not getting any better. And I think I said this the last stream, right?
Yeah, you did. You did
like
say that. Learn
you,
to use AI and benefit
while
from it.
while I don't agree with what AI is going to do in the long run, you also can't sit on your hands and watch as it happens and then look
Yep.
confused as fuck when you get eliminated. Right? That's just how it was back in the days before people had computers. You had people, I don't mess with no computer. And now everything is a fucking computer.
You know what's wild? As you say that sick with that computer thing,
That's what we said. That's what we said.
No.
If you're old enough to remember this shit, when you remember that first computer coming out, people did not fuck, especially the older generation, did not fuck with computers, bruh. It was only, I think, in the 2000s where it truly got popular, because you had people who had it in the 90s, but it wasn't a lot of people who had it in the 90s. But in the 2000s, that shit blew the fuck up, and now everything revolves around computers. And I was happy that I got in on the ground floor, because I told y'all back in the days, my uncle bought my cousin a Sony Vaio computer.
Yep, I remember that.
And that shit was like mine. It was like mine. Anytime I went over there, nigga, I was on that shit all fucking day. and everybody talk shit. They were like, why don't you go outside, nigga? Nah, I'm inside. I'm inside. And then now it's like everybody calling me about it. So while I don't agree with what AI is going to do, you have to at some point learn how to at least benefit from the AI that's going to be here regardless of if you want it or not. These companies are investing way too much money into this shit for you to think that it's just going to go away. It's not going to go away.
Yep. No, because you're right 100% with that. I remember when Facebook wasn't Facebook, was MySpace first or High Five, wherever social media first started to gain traction, and there was a Business Insider interview on news in my country, Sick, and the heads of those big companies was like, social media don't make sense. Nobody gonna use that to whatever and take for advertising, blah 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 blah. Nobody care about that. And say, man, all y'all bitches using social media now. All the companies that didn't use it, they've counter here now.
Hey, Viper Reap, it's funny that you say that because the first computer I got, I think it was in like around 98, 99. I know I was in middle school. And my auntie didn't want me going over my cousin's house because they had fell out. My auntie had fell out with my other auntie. And, you know, she ended up buying a computer from Rent-A-Center. I think it was like Rent-A-Center of all fucking places. She spent like $3,000 for a compact Presario computer that was a piece of shit. It was a piece of shit, but, nigga, I loved it. Because, nigga, I'm like, shit, let's make it happen. You know, that's how I was, but, yeah. But she definitely paid like $3,000 for that shit in the end, and I just couldn't understand it, but it is what it is.
Yep. Nah, people just, at the end of the day, as I said, the people who have power to make change and make a difference, not doing anything about it. So you have to go out of your way and ensure you don't become irrelevant. That's all I could tell you.
Yeah.
It come like photography. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like a lot of people think like just having a smartphone camera or expensive camera makes you good at taking pictures. Nope. But with AI, you could take bad pictures and fix that shit.
Hey, am I the only one that used to go into Walgreens and just take like a handful of fucking AOL CDs? Because they used to be free. They used to get them shits. They used to get them shits for free. I used to go in there and snatch a whole fucking handful of
Guys,
them
when they
shits.
used to give me the free subscription with the CDs.
Yeah. Every time that shit was
that
about to run out, I just used a different
just get one of
code.
these CDs.
Yeah.
I used to do that shit. I used to do that. That I definitely used to do.
I think Net Zero was free. I think Net Zero was free at some point, and then they started charging for it. CompuServe was like a AOL clone, nigga.
Yep.
That shit was an AOL clone, and I was like, I don't even know how they managed to do what they did, bro. They managed to use that shit, and nobody got sued, or at least not that I'm aware of. I don't think nobody got fucking sued, but it literally acted exactly like AOL.
You know what? You know how much I used to be really into computers and doing shit. Sick, the other day, I pulled out one of my old hard drives because I was just checking them to see if I could find like old photos I did when I was taking pictures.
Yeah.
Man, I ended up finding a folder, right, like AOL, and I was like, what the fuck is this? When I click it, all the AOL messages I had downloaded.
Well, that could have been from the messenger though too. That could have been from
Yeah.
messenger.
I had it. I was like, why I have this? And I was like going through the messages. I was like, damn, I was wild in high school.
I ain't even lie to you though. I think to a certain degree, I kind of feel like AOL copied CompuServe. I can't prove it, but I kind of feel like that was the case, and then they just got more popular. Because AOL ended up doing the same thing as Yahoo. Remember when the Yahoo Messenger came out? Then all of a sudden you got the AOL Messenger. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here, bro. Stop this shit. Stop this shit. But that, you know, a lot of people, I realize a lot of people in here is probably too young to even know about what the hell we talking about right now.
Yeah. Y'all don't know them days though. Dial up. Like, y'all will never understand how good internet is right now if you never had dial up.
Nigga, watching something download at 1.4 kilobits per second, nigga.
No, Sick. Go going downstairs and unplugging the phone because you don't want nobody get a phone call to stop your download.
Yo, there was a code you had to put in to stop that when people did call, to stop that shit from fucking kicking you off online.
Yo, people don't know, man. Yo, like when I hear people complain about their
man, my internet's slow. Like, nah, you don't
I
know
was like,
slow
nah, it ain't slow, bro.
it
ain't slow. I remember going to sleep, going to school.
Nah, it wasn't.
home,
It wasn't
sleep,
Hotmail
and come up
Messenger.
for
It
that.
was MSN Messenger.
Yeah. Yo, you had to. I remember waiting 2 days for files to download, and praying to God nothing happened. Power
Yo,
don't cut.
wait. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, bro. I just don't want to miss this comment. James Williams, right? He said,
Yeah.
ASL, laugh out loud 6. I swear to God, I started hearing kids saying ASL. That I started seeing them put ASL, and I was like, the fuck? And they was like, that's short for as hell. And I'm like, what? And I was like, nah, that's age, sex, location, nigga. Like, the fuck you mean? like
Nah, people stupid.
Yo. Yo, what a time to be alive, dog. What a time. I swear, yo, if I could, I would go back to the 90s, dog. The 90s was the 90s was the greatest time ever, bro. And you know what? I'm starting to wonder, was our parents thinking about that time period the way we're thinking about this time period? You know what I'm saying? Because remember, the shit with Rodney King and all that shit did happen, right?
Oh yeah, true.
So I'm wondering, were they thinking the same way? I don't think so. I think now is just a uniquely fucked up time.
Yep.
I think this is gonna go down in history as the worst point in world fucking history, my nigga. Like, it ain't just American. It's going to be the worst fucking point in world history, and all because some idiots wanted to own the libs.
Yep. Yo, can we just appreciate how insane Republicans are, that they have a literal fascist in power?
They don't even know what the definition of a fascist is.
Wait. Plotting to take land belonging to an ally, and in the same breath saying that because you came on a ship 400 years ago does not mean you own that land, having no idea American history is shorter than that. Like, what we doing right now?
That's how you know motherfuckers is stupid, though. For that very reason that you just said. That's how you know motherfuckers is stupid, bro.
Like people understand how stupid he saw when he said that. Like, nobody was there to say, sir, you can't say that.
Nah, for some reason they don't call that crazy nigga out, bro. I don't know why, but they don't.
I saw one of the oil execs when he was talking to them on Venezuela. They say when he pull out, he said 2019 because of the sanctions, and Trump just watch him. What sanctions? The sanctions you put on Venezuela, dumbass.
Nah, that nigga wasn't playing though. He wasn't playing. He was dead ass serious.
Yeah,
he is the. Let me tell you, it's the funniest thing, right? He's the dumbest fucking president on planet fucking Earth, and somehow they have convinced themselves that he's some fucking genius, nigga. I can't wait until the time happens that all of this bullshit is over. This nigga is impeached. JD Vance is impeached. Nigga, all fucking Christy Norm, Pam Bondi, fucking the bitch, his press secretary. She got to go down too. Dog. Her lying ass. They every last one of them. Hell, almost the entire fucking Republican Party need to be fucking charged.
It's just insane. Like, you could, like, I hope to God I never, like, I won't lie, I have my little arrogant God complex shriek about myself when I talk shit, but I hope to God I never that stupid and blindly arrogant, because you had me that I just, you know what, them don't just confuse me. I stopped there, dog. It's just insane how you could sit up there and every single thing you complain about the opposition about, every single thing you fight the opposition about. This man come into power and you sit only like, yup, yup. And then when people call you out and it's like, it's not the same thing. Really, really, really.
That's just where we are, bro.
Yo.
That's just
This is
where
a
we are.
sitcom, dog. This is a sitcom, dog. they will make movies about this for generations to
They
come.
made a movie about this already.
They'll make new
Idiocracy,
ones.
dog.
They'll make new ones.
Bro,
They'll make new ones.
Idiocracy was so fucking spot on, dog, that bro, my mind is blown to this fucking day, dog. They could not have called it any better, bro. Whoever wrote that movie was looking into the fucking future, bro. Nobody will ever convince me anything else, dog.
Yep.
Never.
It's just like to try and sit there and be like, these are supposed to be like the most educated, smart people in the world that make decisions to decide the world powers, and you just like, what? I say thank God. Well, I would hope during the midterms coming up, right, Sick? I would hope during the midterms Americans wake up, go out,
Man,
vote.
listen here,
Don't
man.
say don't say you're not
No,
voting.
no.
Go out,
It
vote
don't
and
need
get
to
rid of the
happen
people.
during the midterms. I'm gonna tell you what needs to happen, bro. Some more Republicans need to just go ahead and give up their seats, bro. We need to go ahead and switch Speaker of the House, right? Democrats is the only way to fucking save this shit, bro. It's the only way to fucking save this shit, dog. Cause
Not the current ones.
I don't trust a single. Now, just to be honest, I don't trust half of these Democrats either. Especially like, what's that nigga name? The what's his name? Fetterman.
Fetterman.
I do not trust that nigga at all. That nigga's an undercover fucking Republican, bro. That nigga's just sitting on the Democrat side of the aisle, bro. So he first of all, he gotta go. He definitely gotta go, my nigga. At least half of fucking Republicans have to go, bro. All of them niggas that voted in favor of this bullshit, everybody who was complicit in all of these crimes that's taking place, all them niggas need to go. And Trump, he need to go before he die, because that nigga needs some accountability in his lifetime.
Yo, you hear this man on news say that he should cancel elections because they go impeach him? Yo, when I hear that man say that on TV, he was like, yo, the election's coming up. We shouldn't allow the Democrats to go to the polls.
He knows they're gonna lose. Why? Let me tell you. If he's doing such a great job, why does he think he's gonna lose? He should be like, yo, no, I have all confidence. We're gonna kill the. He knows everything he's doing is fucking ass backwards and wrong. He knows that he's putting people in difficult fucking positions, bro. He knows this. There's no way you would be as terrified as he is right now, because he knows he's gonna fucking lose.
It's just, yo, Americans, y'all gotta wake up, man. That shit, man, that crazy lady in my country trying to act like Trump down here, and they dragging she all over the place.
Nick, that's how it's supposed to be, dog. Do you know why we even got the Second Amendment, bro?
Yep, for this shit.
For fucking
This shit
tyranny,
right
bro.
here. Yep, this shit right here.
And motherfuckers have lost sight of that. They forgot real fucking quick. I'm just,
Yo,
boy, need to get that nigga the fuck up out of here, dog.
Yeah. And what? it's just, you know, at the end of the day, Americans have to decide what's right for Americans, and y'all need to get rid of that man because he is making unnecessary enemies for no reason. This man, I don't know if you know
To
about
a certain
Brexit.
degree, I think he's purposely trying to do this because, you know, during times of war, they can't have an election.
You actually you can't have an election during times of war if war isn't on your doorsteps.
Oh no,
So
it's gonna be on our doorsteps because there's
yeah, he
plenty
would
of
have
people
to
that's
start a
already
war with
saying
Mexico.
no. There's already people that's saying like, yo, keep fucking around, nigga, nigga, we gonna shoot and we'll ask questions later, nigga.
No, but I was saying like if he start a war with Greenland, hypothetical, not hypothetically, he start the war because of Greenland. It's Greenland. Like if you sending your soldiers on ships to go all the way up there to start that war, that's not on American land. You start a war, they could impeach, they could start an election and vote you out. To stop election, it have to be in America. Like it literally had to be like Mexico start a war and start to push into America. You can't really have election because you don't know if people will, if war will start at the borders. You have to have security 24/7. You you can't just say, oh, well, I start a war with Iran. I can't vote people out. You've been voting people out during the war in Afghanistan and things like normal. Vietnam, all those things like normal. World War II had elections. It had to literally be on your doorstep. I don't know why Trump think if you just start a war with Europe, you can't stop you can't have elections. Then you can have elections. It has to be in your country, like an uprising or something.
I see that you don't really understand America too well, do you? You've been sitting back watching this nonsense, and you think they won't lie straight to your face?
No, I know they'll lie to we face sick.
That's
I
all.
just
That's
say
all they have to do for a justification.
uh,
All they've been doing is lying. Every fucking day, Christy Norm comes out there, she's lying. Pam Bundy comes out there lying. What's that other lady name? The fucking press secretary?
Chris Levitt, something Levitt.
Karen Levitt. I think
Yeah,
that is.
yeah.
I think her name is Karen Levitt.
Oh, I don't remember. I was going to tell you sick. You know about BRICS, right?
Yep.
Right. BRICS, when it first started up, before Trump came into power, I think, and they were pushing it. People, it was so laughable that people would have pulled away from the US dollar that people thought BRICS couldn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Trump came into power, and in less than his first 4 months, half the BRICS nations started to trade out without using the US dollar. Sanctions no longer work on those countries because they don't use US. What are you gonna do? It's so bad that just recently Brazil is only traded in their own currency with BRICS nations now. So you literally can't do nothing to Brazil without military action now. That's how insane what that man do. In less than a year, he single-handedly rolled back America's supremacy on the dollar.
I
Literally
mean,
destroyed the petrodollar. That's wild.
that's how it is, man.
Just imagine that, oh, and that gonna hit America real bad when people not backing using the American dollar to back their currency. Yeah, that is it, Monte. People like Americans don't realize that. Like thinking that whatever. Yeah, if America don't wake up and realize this man destroyed everything, you'll see. Because otherwise, you'll end up like the American military. Undeniably, is number one. No doubt about it. Most fights the Americans start, they will win. Fighting multiple war fronts is not the same as invading a small country like of Venezuela just to pull out a man and go. Especially when you're fighting countries that have ICB, IBC, IB, interballistic missile, IBCMs, and warheads just like you. It is not the same. It, whatever. People need to just, y'all need to read books, y'all need to go out and vote, you need to protest, you need to arm yourself because
Nah,
these
see that
people,
protesting
insane.
shit? I don't even know why they wasting their time doing that.
Now I said arm yourself too.
I don't know why they doing that. We way past that. We are
You gotta do like
way past that.
is it DC where the police chief say that how if ICE cover their mask up self and do shit, they're gonna arrest them and shoot them. They don't be playing that in we state. That's what you had to do.
Nah,
You
that's
have to.
see that's the thing, but that's the thing about Democrats. Them niggas is timid as fuck. Let me not even say timid, nigga. They just flat out fucking scary, nigga.
What was the head of Democrats that said he would send a strongly worded letter to Donald Trump?
Strongly worded letter. If you don't get your stupid ass,
I'll
man.
never forget that when I saw that he was like, "We're gonna send a strongly worded letter to do what? The man don't care. A judge tell him not to do something, he fired the judge. What are we doing here?
Nah,
That man is a
I
full
can't even,
dictator.
I can't even believe the shit that's happening with Tim Walz. I'm like, yo, Tim Walz, man, maybe it's
No,
good
he
that
was
nigga
a waste
wasn't
of time
fucking,
since the vice
yeah.
president.
I'm like,
He
maybe
was a waste of
it's
time with the
good that
job.
he wasn't fucking president, cause that nigga soft as baby shit. When I say soft as baby shit, that nigga is soft as fucking baby shit, bro. You let
That
this nigga
Taiwan
come in your, you let him come in your fucking state, bro.
and do what he wants.
Do
Kill
literally
somebody.
whatever the fuck he wants. And
Ki-
the most you're gonna say is I'm resigning?
Wait, kill somebody, and then you say we can't investigate it because it's federal. Bitch, no, he killed somebody in your state. It's state. There's cameras right there. There's evidence right there.
Yep.
Arrest the fool. What the fuck you mean you need state evidence from them? No,
I
arrest the
couldn't
man.
believe that shit, dog. The video was more than enough evidence, dog. More than enough evidence.
Like I don't like he was right there. You have witnesses everywhere. You have live video, and you like, well, we need support from them to arrest the guy. No, you don't. It right there. It right there. If you arrest him and put him before a judge, 10 out of 10 juries, even the most extremist Republicans, will find that man guilty. That's how insane that is. That's just yo, Democrats is a waste of time, man. The younger ones, different, but like the older ones, y'all need to get rid of all them
Look,
old
look,
people
look
that
at
just sit on there collecting money.
look at Mom Donnie, man. I gotta give Mom Donnie his props, man. I thought after that, watching him with Trump, bro, I was like, I don't know if I like this nigga, dog, because he look like he might be one of them behind the doze ass nigga. Man, he got right in there and started doing shit for New Yorkers, bro. Shout out to New
Yeah,
Yorkers, man. I can appreciate that. That nigga got right in there and started making changes. Nigga, they about to get fucking universal child care. Nigga, you know how
yo,
much
that
that's
was
gonna help
insane.
people, nigga? Because New York is already insanely expensive to fucking live
Uh huh.
in, bro. Spending
I saw a
$24,000 on fucking childcare, nigga. Like what?
lady say she's saving like $36,000 with the new Acti push. I was like, what? That's wild. That is down payment for household kind of thing.
That's
He
how, and
really,
he's doing this as a mayor.
yo,
Tim Walz is a fucking governor.
disgusting. It's just, man, at the end of the day, Americans need to stand up. Y'all need to get younger representatives that feel your pain, not them old 60, 70, 80-year-old people that just comfortable, don't want to leave, want to keep their money and thing. We just watch Matt Gates is his name, take away pension from a guy that simply said, according to the law, if they give you a legal order, don't follow it.
Nah, that's not Matt Gates. Matt Gates is
He,
the fucking pedophile dude in Florida. You're talking about that other dude,
oh, Pete Hestec. Pete
Pete
Hestec, yes.
Hegseth.
Pete Hestec. Yeah, Pete Hestec.
Now, I'm gonna tell you. First of all, having a nigga with no military valor like that do that to somebody with actual valor during a
Yup.
wartime period. Fuck people being upset. Niggas in the military should be upset. So
They should.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This makes me wonder how many motherfuckers in the military is for this shit that's happening, bro.
Yep.
Because boy, none of that shit that motherfuckers used to tell us a long time ago. Oh, our military is our heroes. No, the military is the heroes for the corporations, not for the people. Not with the shit that they allowing to happen right here at home. And then people tell me, oh no, but you know, they have to follow orders and da 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 da. Yeah, but at some point, bro, you would think that they would rebel. At some point, when is enough? When is enough gonna be enough?
What's up, Link?
When it's too much, too much. What's up, Link?
I don't know.
And everybody's quiet. Nigga, where's the CIA?
Oh.
Just saying. They've done shit for
CIA,
less. They've done shit for less.
I'm perfectly content with what's going on right now.
How many people aren't? How many people aren't, bro? All of those people who you looked at, like, I don't even look at our military people the same, bro.
Nope.
I don't even look at them the same, bro. Y'all ain't numbers at this point. Y'all just sanctioned killers, bro. The military ain't no better than ICE at this point. And that's fucked up to say, because I have to believe somewhere, these military people don't see this shit as being good by any means, bro.
You mean to tell me they don't they agree with going and taking over a foreign country and capturing their president?
Bro, I can't. Bruh, if you are just stuck doing fucked up shit, and that's all you are, you're just a useful body, dog.
Wait, Link, and the funny, and the funniest part is, you charge him not with an international crime, you charge him with breaking the laws in New York.
You're right. That's what I was saying. I was literally just thinking about that. I was like, how can you charge somebody with crimes they didn't even commit here? You don't have any jurisdiction over there to charge him with crimes.
This shit ain't finna go nowhere, dog. This shit ain't finna go nowhere, bro.
Yo, I crack up with that when I saw that. It was like, we're gonna unseal the indictment now. Maduro has guns in America. I was like, what?
Wait.
How can you prove that?
Whoa. So the nigga that was the president in Venezuela, you're telling me that they're charging him with having guns in America?
But something along the lines of how.
So they done moved away from the whole drug thing, huh?
Oh yeah, that was the first thing they kicked out. They couldn't prove he was the leader of the Trinidad or Agua, whatever. That was day one. That get thrown day one.
Wait, hold on, bro. What?
That was day one.
Wait. So y'all blew up boats for nothing?
The boats still being blown up because they have drugs. But Maduro,
do they? No. Do they have drugs?
Oh yeah, those are drug boats.
No. Do they have drugs? Have we proved at any point these folks have drugs?
There was no proof besides.
So how do we know that they had drugs? I'm more siding with the fact that they didn't have no drugs, nigga.
As somebody from the Caribbean and looking at the boat, the type of pictures and how they move the boats on them, those are drug boats.
Did we find any drugs? I mean, we blew the shit up.
They did not.
Did we find any drugs?
If you blew it up, you can't prove it.
I mean, if you blew it up, nigga, there has to be some residue, some plastic, some something, right?
Some of the boats washed up. They found plastics that looked like they wrapped drugs and things in it. They didn't test it, but like some places where the boats end up washing a short pieces, they found it.
Get the fuck
I'm not saying they're right for blowing it up and things sick, but it looked like drug boats. That's all I say.
Yo, shout out to Viper Reed. Viper Reed say, I joined the military in '99 and was at my first duty station in Virginia by 2000. In my division, satellite comms, I was one of 4 black people out of 80. When I got out in 2007, discovered 85% of them are Trump supporters. My mind was blown. But when I look back, the shit they were doing to me on this shift was suspect. On shift was suspect. Oh, damn. I ain't gonna lie. I would never go and fight for this country, bro. I'm sorry. Never happening, nigga. Say that I'm not patriotic if you want. Nigga, it is all good, nigga. I was born here. I've lived here all my life, but I don't agree with half. I ain't gonna say half, nigga. I don't agree with at least 80% of the shit that go on. So there's no way I'm gonna go and throw my body out and be like, yo, I'm finna go. And it's funny because people be like, oh, but I'm protecting my family back home. Like, nah, you not, dog. You not. Because ain't nothing you can do to protect your family back home. Not a single thing. We can cut that lie completely the fuck out. That's crazy, bro. And then don't it start to make you look at like superheroes different, nigga? You start looking at like Captain America and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here, Captain America. Fuck out of here, nigga. Captain Russia, nigga. That's what the fuck that is, nigga. Ain't no Captain America, nigga.
No, that just at the end of the day, I don't. That you could just the American dream is dead.
I have to believe
Ideology.
that all of these people in the military, bro, at some point they're gonna revolt. I got to, bro. There's no way that you just.
Sick, they didn't revolt when the man took their benefits and gave them a check.
Yeah, you're right.
This man took your house in benefits and gave you a check, and you didn't revolt. He made it more expensive for you as a veteran or a military man to get houses. And you sat there and took the check, which come out to way less money, and didn't say anything. Y'all
Well,
crazy.
it is what it is, bro. Like I say, when that time comes, you better be ready to protect yourself. That's it. Discord is reportedly thinking about going public.
Wait, who?
Discord.
What we using right now, Link?
They got it. I'm sure Microsoft is salivating at the mouth right now.
Wait, and Sony have pieces in it already?
That don't mean nothing once you go public.
I know, but I guess they would have first preference to buy a lot.
They wouldn't, and I don't think there's a reason for Sony to buy Discord. Not at all.
No, I don't mean like buy it outright, but like buy enough shares that you benefit from it.
I don't know, maybe, but this ain't even a. Truthfully, this ain't even like a gaming reality thing. But I know at one point Microsoft tried to buy them.
Oh yeah, I know that.
And they was like, nah, we good. And then that's when Sony invested in them.
Yeah.
So, but like, if they go public again, now Microsoft don't really have to talk to the owners of Discord. Nope. They just go and talk to the shareholders, which I guess they are the owners at that point, right? The ones that matter anyway.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if they still interested. You think they still interested?
Yeah.
But keep in mind, it doesn't mean that they're gonna go public. They're considering going public.
I would think Microsoft would. It would be stupid for Microsoft to get Discord. Here we are coming from, because Teams already integrated into Windows, and most people use Teams already.
I could see them. I could see them still buying it.
No, I get they would still buy it, but I mean like, it would be dumb in a sense like you already have something that does the exact same purpose to buy something. But then again, Microsoft, the same people buy Mixer and then destroyed it. So, I'll never understand that shit.
Hold on for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
You want pizza?
All they're gonna do is freeze pay and insurance and mark them for treason. Dog, what you gonna do if that throw back to what we talked about earlier, but if the army say fuck you, what you
Well,
gonna do?
no. Well, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. You can't revolt on an individual basis.
Yep.
You got to revolt with a whole bunch of fucking people.
Yep. That's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
got to
if
give
the,
them
if,
no choice but to do what the fuck you want them to do.
and it's not even to say you would need that many in the first place. It's just
No,
to
no, no, no.
get the
But
point
then you
across
got
that
to ask yourself how many of those motherfuckers that's in there actually agree with this bullshit.
from how it
That's
looks,
where the problem comes in.
the fact that nobody come out.
I mean, at this point, don't you agree with it if you're still there participating in it?
Yeah.
Not necessarily, because it's people go to the army because life in America is fucked up and it gives them the
Well, I'm not even
opportunity to
talking about
go
the
to.
military. I'm talking about people in his administration, politicians.
Yeah.
No,
We
no, no.
know.
I'm not talking about
We
them.
say.
I'm talking about
Yeah.
the military.
We
Oh, okay.
already say
You
that
know,
like all of them in the
people when they go to the
administration should be
military,
there.
they go to the military for reasons that benefit them, not necessarily because
Oh
they
yeah, of
want to
course, yeah.
be in the
Yeah.
military. You get the free schooling and shit like that. And you got a guaranteed job, shit like that. So that's the reason why a lot of people, and the housing benefits and shit like that. From
Well, the
everybody who I
benefits, all
talk
of them
to,
good.
they don't really like the VA benefits, nigga. They say that shit is bullshit, but I don't know. I have never been in the
Yeah.
military. Yeah, I've
You
never
know,
been in the military, so I can't really say or speak for that. But I think what they're doing now is just self-preservation, bro, because what other
yep.
option do you have? You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, there was a
Yeah.
there was a general that was for the Caribbean when Pete came and this before they started the whole Venezuelan thing and they was talking about what to do.
Yeah.
That man, that man retired. That man literally was like, "Yo, this is crazy. I not doing this shit. I out." He was just like that. He said, "I out. I'm sorry.
No,
This
no,
is
because you know
I don't
why? He
support that."
knows all of this shit is gonna come to an end, and a lot of people
It's gonna
gonna be
come.
arrested. A
But
lot of
and
people gonna get arrested.
I think they called
Listen,
him.
when there's a when there is a regime change, and there always is, a lot of these motherfuckers is going to jail. Okay,
Oh yeah,
they may not be prosecuted under this administration, but when a new administration takes power,
With common fucking sense.
yeah, when let's say the Democrats take over or whatever,
The
let's
simple
say
fact
3
is
years,
the
all these
Republicans
motherfuckers
need to
going to jail.
not ever have a majority in this fucking government ever again.
true.
No, they fucking shit up bad.
They
I
did
don't think they
this
will.
in less than 2 years.
In less than a year. In less than a year.
That this is absolute fucking madness. And they keep
I
saying
think
wait
that-
for the midterms. I'm like, nah, niggas need to die or like retire. Pull a Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't like that bitch to save her fucking life because I think she's a fucking scumbag. But
is.
what she did was purely to send a message. That shit was purely to send a message, bro. And more of them need to do it.
Yep.
We need Mike Johnson out of there because he's nothing more than a puppet. And I can't, again, somebody who claimed to be this is the reason why I think, Christians are the most, boy, no disrespect to y'all niggas who be really like believing in this religion shit, but Christians might be the most fucked up religion to ever exist.
As a Christian, it is the most top religion to ever exist. It's full of hypocrisy, and a lot of people who claim to the Christian faith aren't true to the Christian faith because just the 10 Commandments.
No.
Yo,
They are true to the ones that fit their narrative. Let's be clear.
I mean, name a commandment Mike Johnson a break. Thou shalt not lie. This man been lying every single fucking day.
Listen, lying and stealing. I look at everything that a Republican say. When they try to blame a Democrat, I look at it as that's everything that they've done.
Yes, yes, it is.
Literally. I think all of that shit is a confession. You're never going to prove to me that this election that just went by wasn't fucking stolen. Like, it just didn't make any sense. And for them to say that Elon Musk knew 4 hours in advance.
Yep.
How do you know that unless you're monitoring the machines? And then they have people, and that's the shit that I'm telling you, Democrats need to look the fuck out for. That's one of the main things. They are going into all of these major cities and putting ICE there.
Yep. All the ones they think, especially they know they're going to lose.
They're installing them there to stop people from going and voting. Mm-hmm. And I don't see how these people can't see that shit. It's right there in your face. That's why I say something revolutionary is going to have to happen. And it might not be the elections. Because it's And I'm going to tell y'all, I've listened to a lot of fucking quote unquote Republicans, bruh, and I honestly believe they are the dumbest group of people to exist on this fucking planet.
They say 1/4 in everybody, 1 in 4 people are dumb or retarded.
No, and I absolutely believe that. And when you start trying to take away programs that help with education, you're doing that because you want to dumb down the society that you're in. Not because you want to reduce waste and fraud.
Yep, you're just making people dumber.
But they know it's going, nigga, is that your chickens?
Yeah, that's no way and say that chickens on steroids all of a sudden they start to make noise.
Yeah, I was just saying, what the fuck? At first I thought I was hearing something. I was like, oh shit.
Yo, and they coming closer. Hold on, let me mute myself this second.
No. They good. Nigga, it's not that loud, bro. But I can hear
them.
They
coming closer. That's why I say they coming closer. So get loud.
Oh, shout out to Warner Brothers, man. I don't know if Warner Brothers is gonna win this fight. I don't know if they're gonna win this fight, but them wanting to sell themselves to Netflix over Paramount, I think it's a very noble thing.
Yep.
I think it's a very, very noble thing. And quite frankly, I would like to see Netflix win this battle because fuck Paramount. And again, we don't need any more propaganda fucking news channels. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got enough. CBS, Fox, fucking Newsmax, and now they want CNN. Like, god damn. Again, there's a bigger game being played here than what y'all even are privy to. And I like it though. I like it though because when I saw what happened, nigga, now Paramount, because WB don't want to sell to them, Paramount is like, well, selling to Netflix is gonna be you trying to monopolize media or some shit like that. I was like, yo, get the fuck out of here. So Paramount trying to be on some Sony shit right now.
That had me cracking up.
Yo, I just thought that was crazy, dog. Nigga, that's like you being with a girl, right? And then another dude trying to court your girl, and because your dude can't court your girl, you know what I'm saying? He like, oh nah. That nigga right there, nah, man. Like him going to snitch to the police, like he sell drugs, bro. Like you gotta get him the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like Paramount feel like they gonna take something, and they might win. They might win with this regime because this is a regime. This is a regime purchase. This is not a just Paramount want fucking WB. Because what the fuck do, man, I ain't gonna even say it like that because they do got a lot of properties, but nah. This ain't about WB, bro. I think this is more about CNN than it is about the whole of Warner Brothers, bro.
It is about CNN. So I think if Netflix say, yo, we don't want CNN, we'll agree to y'all purchasing CNN, they would let this go through in a heartbeat. It's literally only for CNN. That was the whole thing. Trump said, no, don't let Netflix purchase it. We want CNN.
No, because he knows that the owner of Paramount is gonna fall in line and do whatever he want with CNN. So whoever he wants fired and shit, they gone.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I can't. Man, listen, boy, we need a regime change. But see, the thing is, when the regime change happens, bruh, they gonna spend the entirety of their regime fixing this bullshit.
Yep.
They gonna spend the entirety. Like, they might not even get any forthcoming shit, like things for the future done, because they gonna be fixing all of this shit that's happening right now.
Told her that I'm checking getting closer.
Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. You should know that you are unliked when you put your name first illegally, put your name on a fucking building, and then people just start canceling shows that they had at that fucking place. You know, it's crazy when FIFA is hosting the World Cup here and motherfuckers just canceling.
Oh yeah, teams can't even come to play because he don't want to give them visas certain countries. So,
Listen, man. If FIFA know like I know, they won't host that shit here, man. Go host that shit somewhere else, man. Go host that shit in Canada or something. Go host that shit somewhere else.
About putting the games in Canada and
They should move it to Canada. Absolutely, move it to a place with respect, dog. Because Republicans, what they think is respect, they get that they get that mixed up with fear. They think fear is respect. Fear is not respect. And usually, people who you fear, you go out and you kill them because you fear them, and you fear what they could possibly do. That's not respect. Respect is when you're not around, people ain't talking shit about you. Or if they do talk shit about you, somebody is standing on 10 about you.
Yep.
That's respect. Respect ain't fear. Don't ever get that shit misconstrued. Don't ever get that shit misconstrued. How the fuck did we get here from Warner Brothers though? Oh, that CNN shit. God damn. It's bad when politics is so much involved in this shit, dog. When it shouldn't be. When it shouldn't be. Like, to be honest with you, I never wanted to see Netflix win so much. But I only want to see Netflix win because I don't want to see Paramount win. I only want to see Netflix win because I want to see Paramount lose. That makes sense?
No. Yeah, it does.
Because I don't give a shit about Netflix. It's almost like that Activision deal, right? Like, I don't give a fuck about Call of Duty and never have. I was just like, it would not be good in the hands of Microsoft.
No, it's the same thing I say. I never care about if the deal go through.
Nigga, that's amazing. I hear your lawnmower and not you. That's wild as shit. Wait, is that a lawnmower or is that just like noise? Damn, you there, Forsaken? They got you? They got you, my boy? Yo, your headset might be fucked up, dog. Hey, Link, you there? Yo. Link. Nigga, I see your little bubble moving. I just don't hear you. Yo, that is wild. You might have to leave and come back. Wait, can y'all wait? Hold on. Wait, y'all can't hear me? Hello, 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 hello. Okay, so y'all hear me. Nah, Link is on mute. Forsaken is talking. I can see the little green bubble popping up, but he is not coming through that. He's not coming through. Oh, okay. I thought y'all was saying y'all couldn't hear me either. I was gonna say, oh shit. Oh shit. What? Okay. Yeah, you might have to drop Forsaken. You might have to drop and then come back. Hold on, let me I put him in a different world.
Not sure.
Oh yeah, that's your mic. We just heard you for a few seconds and then you crackled and then dipped out. And now you back on mute. You might have to connect your other headphone because that headset is trash. Tritash. So Warner Brothers Discovery Board of Directors has once again rejected Paramount Skydance's amended tender offer. In a press release, the board reiterated that it had unanimously determined that Paramount Skydance's offers, as amended, is not in the best interest of Warner Brothers Discovery and its shareholders and does not meet the criteria of a superior proposal under the terms of its merger agreement with Netflix. Netflix announced that it was going to buy Warner Brothers, including the company's games division, for $82.7 billion last month. Shortly thereafter, Paramount Skydance kicked off a hostile takeover. That's crazy. Hostile takeover bid for the entirety of Warner Brothers Discovery, which its board swiftly rejected. This most recent rejection was an amendment to that bid. The board unanimously determined that the Paramount offer remains inferior to our merger agreement with Netflix across multiple key areas, said Samuel A. DiPiazza Jr., chair of Warner Brothers Discovery Board. Paramount's offer continues to provide insufficient value, including terms such as an extraordinary amount of debt financing that create risks to close and lack of protection for our shareholders if a transaction is not completed. Our binding agreement with Netflix will offer superior value at greater levels of certainty without the significant risks and cost Paramount's offer would impose on our shareholders. The board has now written to shareholders with additional detail on its recommendation, citing the offer's insufficient value and heightened risk of failure to close compared to Netflix's deal. Mm. Uh, 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 uh. Mm, mm. Did you get your headset straightened out, Forsaken? Man, look at this nigga, boy. He say he in a league, man. If you don't get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, I'm in a league, man. Get off that bullshit, man. Uh, in other news, uh, it looks like unions are fighting back. Unions and businesses that represents workers Hold on. What is this? Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Just got a text message from somebody of importance. All right. Cool. Oh, it was just this place telling me that this shit is being delivered, which is all good. All right. Cool. Let's see. So, the Independent Workers Union of Great Britain has requested interim relief for employees dismissed by Rockstar Games last November. A preliminary UK employment tribunal hearing took place earlier this week at Scotland's Tribunal Centre in Glasgow, with IWGB and Rockstar in attendance. If granted, interim relief would provide the 31 workers affected with support while legal case continues to a full trial. This would see employees reinstated on Rockstar's payroll and the restoration of work visas. Let me tell you, they are lucky that this is international, because this would never happen in America. In America, they would have told you, oh, you got fired? All right, fuck out of here, nigga. You gone. Get the fuck out of here. We hope this week's tribunal will grant urgently needed relief to the workers whose lives were turned upside down by Rockstar's brutal union busting, leaving them and their families without incomes, without secure futures, and in some cases without even the right to remain in the country they have made their home, said the IWGB. No matter the outcome of this interim hearing, we remain confident in the strength of the case we have brought against Rockstar. We reiterate our firm belief that Rockstar broke the law when it summarily dismissed 31 of our members, and we look forward now to the day we face them in court for a full and substantive tribunal hearing. In response, Rockstar said it categorically denies the claims heard. Of course you do. Of course you did. Come on, man. What you thought Rockstar was gonna go in there and be like, yeah, nigga, we fired them niggas. Yeah, we did it out of compliance of what we got going on with these fucking unions. You know what I mean? It was us. We did it. We. It says
Hello.
Oh, he finally done made it back. It says, we have consistently made clear that we took necessary action against a group of individuals across the UK and Canada who discussed highly confidential information, including relating to the game features from upcoming and unannounced titles in an insecure and public social channel, said Rockstar. Hold on. I'm on Rockstar side here. Oh, they done found the leaks, huh? They doing what Sony couldn't do, huh? All right.
That was the guy who I think that was people who talked to Jason Schreier and all of them was talking all the information and things. They found out who it was and they kicked him out.
Dude, amazing. Great job, Rockstar. Nigga, I am on Rockstar. I'm on, and why would they rehire these people back to their positions? If they've leaked confidential information. Listen, I'm on the side of the company this time. And well, usually I'm on the side of the company because nigga,
yes.
I don't know. Figure that shit out, nigga. But when they wrong, you know, I'm on the side of the people. In this case, they are not fucking wrong, bro. We have consistently made clear that we took necessary action against a group of individuals across the UK and Canada who discussed highly confidential information, including relating to game features from upcoming and unannounced titles in an insecure and public social channel, said Rockstar. This was a breach of long-standing and well-understood confidentiality policies. The insecure and public social channel is relating to an invite-only Discord, which Rockstar claimed at least 25 non-Rockstar employees were able to access, including a games industry journalist, employees of rival developers, and dozens of anonymous, unidentified members. It reiterated that employees who posted union supportive messages who did not breach confidentiality policies were not dismissed. We regret that these dismissals were necessary. However, confidentiality is fundamental to everything Rockstar does. The developer added, this was never about union membership. We have always taken a zero tolerance approach to unauthorized releases of information, and we always will. Hey, I'm with you, Rockstar, nigga. I'm on Rockstar's side, nigga. Like, fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck all 30 of them niggas. All 30 of them can suck a dick.
To the people in the chat that saying they don't have evidence, you do not know who Rockstar is. Listen, if Nintendo is the king of copyright, Rockstar is the king of fighting leakers.
Listen to Uncompetitive talk about he gonna boycott GTA 6 over this. Man, you been talking about boycotting GTA 6 way before this Uncompetitive stuff. Stop it.
Uncompetitive is Nicholas?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah, because when he was talking about him last time, I was like, I'm not seeing Uncompetitive in the chat. What the fuck? I didn't know that was him. I was always looking for him in the chat all the time.
Hey, listen. Hey, man, I'm more confident in Rockstar, nigga. Like, this only enhanced my, expecting.
Wait, what
that
happened?
game.
I missed it.
They fired 30 people.
For leaking.
They fired 31 people for leaking.
For leaking information.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, fire their asses.
Hey, I'm with it.
You know what's funny? I don't know why they believe that they wouldn't have gotten found out for leaking, because Rockstar the same people that tracked down the guy that had hacked them or something and make him pay money nonstop.
Hey, that's good shit though. That's good shit. The insecure and public social channel is relating to an invite-only Discord, which Rockstar claimed at least 25 non-Rockstar employees. So that's funny. Not only did they gain access to that Discord, but nigga, they sat in the Discord and watched them niggas leak information. Didn't say a word. Hey, that's how you do it. That's some covert shit, nigga. Don't just come out and be like, oh, we know about your little Discord. Nah.
We have all the evidence of your Discord.
Oh, I'm absolutely 1000% sure that they have all the evidence, and I think they were able to get into the Discord on the back end by somebody who works for Discord.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't enjoy GTA 5, so you're right. I wasn't buying the sequel anyways. Exactly. But Uncompetitive, there's a lot of people like you that use situations like this and then use it as a justification. I've seen it way too many times. But in this case, I've already seen you say that you weren't interested. As a matter of fact, you say you were interested in some game over GTA 6. I forgot what it was. It was some weird game. It wasn't like no AAA game. It was some weird jump shooting game. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. I can't even remember. So yeah, I'm not gonna try to recollect it. Shout out to in other words, regarding layoffs and unions and shit like that, Ubisoft is shuttering freshly unionized Halifax studio. Listen. Hold on. Before I make any, I'm gonna say, you had to see this coming. Like, you had to. If somebody was so against unions and you continued to try to unionize, you decided to unionize, and you knew that the parent company didn't want that shit, you should have seen this coming. Ubisoft has announced the closure of Ubisoft Halifax, the Canadian studio which was working on mobile titles for Rainbow Six and Assassin's Creed, after affecting 71 staff members. Staff at the studio announced only this week that they had formed Ubisoft's first labor union in North America. I could have told you that was going to be a bad idea, nigga. North America, nigga? And you want to... Completing a process that had started in June 2025, Ubisoft said that the closure was due to an ongoing streamlining and cost reduction process following significant layoffs across its studios in the last 2 years. Over the past 24 months, Ubisoft has undertaken company-wide actions to streamline operations, improve efficiency, and reduce costs. Ain't they trying to sell themselves to like Tencent or some shit like that.
Tencent already invested.
Oh, so I mean, if that's what it is, they probably just getting rid of the redundancy. That's probably what's going. And they just doing it prior to an actual buyout. The company said in a statement, as part of this, Ubisoft has made the difficult decision to close its Halifax studios. 71 positions will be affected. We are committed to supporting all the impacted team members during this transition with resources including comprehensive severance packages and additional career assistance. I'm not going to lie to you. The fact that y'all decided to do this, y'all actually fired yourselves, and Ubisoft paid y'all in advance to fire yourselves. Wasn't it a company telling people to self quit or some shit like that?
Yeah. I can't remember what company, but they offer them money and say just quit.
Yeah,
Because
pretty much.
instead of us fire us, and we'll give you like was it DHL? I think it was one of those delivery companies.
Oh no, that was UPS, huh?
Yeah, UPS. Yeah.
That was
They were
UPS.
saying like,
Okay, so it
instead
was
of
a
we just
delivery
fire,
company.
just,
Okay.
yeah.
Nigga, how you know about our fucking our goddamn news like that? Nigga,
Because I
you out
love
there in the
reading.
Caribbean, nigga.
I love reading, and as a
Stop
film
reading so goddamn
lover,
much. We
one of the things I learned in history, they always said like history doesn't
Oh no, it
repeat, it
absolutely
rhymes.
repeats itself. For
It
sure.
rhymes. They say it rhymes. It is not like an exact thing, but like it close enough. And I have to. I knew who was going to win my election before the election even happened because we tend to follow America. So I was like, okay, if Trump win in America, then I know a nationalist psychopath gonna win in my country. That's what happened.
Y'all don't like y'all don't like y'all president?
Prime Minister, our
Same
president
thing.
doesn't do shit.
Same thing. Y'all don't like y'all prime minister?
She's a supremacist idiot.
She's white?
No, she's Indian.
So she's an Indian supremacist?
Without saying it.
Huh.
Like Trump's still saying it, but she's like she tries to act like she's not, but
She's an Indian nationalist.
she don't care about the country. And she don't care about India in that sense besides saying she's from India.
Oh, she's from how is an Indian a prime
No,
minister in
like you know how
Trinidad?
you claim like people know, like how you claim like you're from India, you come on the ships, blah blah blah,
West
blah blah blah,
Indian.
like thing like yeah. No,
Mm.
we're trying to get like she's only Trinidadian because she's the prime minister and that's the position she possesses. Like that what I mean?
Was she born in Trinidad?
Yeah, yes. Like, the point I'm trying to make is like she's not nationalist in the sense she don't have pride for the nations in that sense, and she don't have pride in her grassroots for that sense. It's just like a convenient talking point to talk. Like if I could get benefits from India by saying my roots in India, I'm from India. If I could get benefits from Trinidad by saying I'm the prime minister of Trinidad, I'm
Mm-hmm.
prime minister of Trinidad. Like that's what I mean now. Like she just care about herself and the power she have.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she literally don't care otherwise.
All right.
Like
So,
Trump. Like Trump care he's an American only to bad to say I'm an American, I can do what I want. But in the same breath, what's good for America is what's good for me. Like you understand what I'm saying?
mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. I don't want to get too far off. It says a
Yeah.
spokesperson stressed to gamesindustry.biz that the closure was the result of ongoing cost cutting that started shortly after the pandemic, ahead of Halifax unionization process starting in 2025, and that the company continued to recognize and work with unionized staff globally. The closure is the latest in a series of rolling cutbacks at Ubisoft, the most recent being job losses at Red Lynx and Massive late last year. The company recently spun off its main franchises into separate business units. Vantage Studios, backed by 1.16 billion euro from Chinese behemoth Tencent.
Yeah,
So
see?
that's what I was talking about. Okay.
Yeah. That was
That's
say
all
they
they
did do
did.
the
They gave him
investment
a
already.
billion? Nigga, I thought they was buying them, nigga. A billion ain't enough to
No,
buy them.
no, Tencent not buying nothing anymore. They
I
not
thought they were. I
pushing
thought they were
buying
going.
things
I thought they
like
were going to buy like a. What did they? They got a majority stake in Ubisoft or something.
I don't even think they have a majority stake. I think it's just like an investment into it. They're more doing investments now than actually buying things anymore.
I wonder why.
Remember, with the rise of Black Myth Wukong, the Chinese development industry booming for itself. They don't need to go out and buy people now. China
Mm,
don't really have copyright things like that. They can make a clone of Assassin's Creed and sell it in China. They don't have to worry about that shit.
that's true. That is true.
So they don't
I
need to
think that's
buy
what's
it.
gonna happen with that Motoram, Light of Motoram. I think it's gonna be sold
Yeah,
within China, where they don't give a fuck about any laws outside of China, nigga. Ubisoft Halifax was originally founded in 2010 as Longtail Studios Halifax, working on the Rocksmith. Oh, that's who they. Oh, okay. All right. Well, nobody cares, nigga. Fuck that. Rocksmith was cool, but honestly,
that game ever pick up after it first set of titles.
yeah. I mean, Guitar Hero was the de facto, and then you had what, Rock Band that came out.
Yep.
I don't think people really gave a fuck about Rocksmith per se. Per se. It was acquired by Ubisoft in 2015 and renamed Ubisoft Halifax, and most recently worked on Rainbow Six Mobile. Another thing I don't give a fuck about. Due to the launch globally next month and 2018's Assassin's Creed Rebellion, both the Rainbow Six and Assassin's Creed brands are to be run out of the new Vantage Studio organization along with Far Cry. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not in a rush to play another Far Cry game. I think I'm all Far Cry it out right now.
You'll never realize, with the exception of Assassin's Creed, all Ubisoft games is just a Far Cry clone.
I mean, that is true. And to be honest with you, Assassin's Creed isn't far off from Far Cry. It's just third person.
Somebody told me that day, and I was like, "Oh shit, really?" I
Yeah,
can't
no,
see it.
that's true
I
though.
could not see it. I was like, "Which is Far Cry, and then the next one, Rainbow Six, then Division, then Wildland, no, Ghost Recon. Like all of them play exactly the same."
You know what? The CWA, which is the Canada Workers of the Workers of Canada, whatever that shit is. I don't know. Anyway, Canada Union has said that it will pursue every legal recourse to defend the recently unionized workforce at the soon-to-be closed Ubisoft Halifax. So this is where I'm a little confused, right? I'm a company. I created a division of my company, right? And then I figure I don't need that division anymore for whatever reason. And then you have an outside company like, no, you gotta keep that. Like, what? Nigga, no. The fuck you mean, nigga? I want to let them go, nigga. That's it. That's it. Brother, I don't need Ubisoft Halifax, nigga. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You
If
don't
they
you don't
got
think
up,
that sounds weird? You don't think that sounds weird? Like they're saying we're going to step in so that you can't get rid of a division that you decided to get rid of.
I think it depends on like if they sign a benefit for having the company in Canada to get like benefits. Because some countries they give like benefits saying, hey, if you hire X amount of people, we would allow you to get this kind of tax write off or whatever, and then all of a sudden you're gonna close off that specific division when you
Well,
know.
well, let me ask you, would you want to work for a company that just laid off a whole bunch of people? Like, just laid off a whole fucking studio full of people. Would you want to come back and forcefully work for that person or company?
I mean, they'd still phase you out anyway, but no.
Yeah, but
If I
that's what I'm saying. This is what I don't understand about this, right? That's like going to a restaurant and that restaurant treats you bad and you still fucking pay for food there. Why
No, no,
why
you're
why
right.
would you do it? Nigga, I would be scared that you gonna spit in my shit. Or like try to poison me or something.
um I guess as I say, sick. This is the opposite end to the conversation we was having earlier, where you have to force to do something to keep people jobs.
Well, so no. If you are using AI to eliminate jobs, that's totally different than jobs that were going to be eliminated anyway. So this studio was closing down regardless because they figured that they're wasting money on them. They've had some analysts take a look at the financials and say, yeah, you just burning money over here in Halifax, man. Like, you might as well go ahead and get rid of them. That's totally different from creating tools that then eliminate jobs that still are available. They're just not worked by humans. You don't think so? You don't think there's a difference between those two things?
Oh no. I believe there's a difference between two things. No, what I mean, this is like the opposite end. I mean, there's the medium point now. Like the medium point I was getting at, where like jobs, yes, the job's redundant in a sense. I don't even think the job's redundant. They just find it wasting money because what they're doing, they were making for mobile games. They were doing mobile. It's not like they say they have a next studio that does mobile. They're saying we're gonna get rid of this one and have this studio that not working on mobile and thing, make them do it to centralize it. It's not like they're saying that, oh, we already have a studio doing mobile, that's why we're getting rid of these guys. No, they're saying we could probably make these guys do the mobile instead and cut costs. So what Canada is saying, like, nah, they're doing our job. Is not to say they're not doing our job. They're not doing it at the profits you expect returned. So you can't just get rid of them.
Well, we don't know that yet. I haven't made it through most of what this is even, or what they're thinking that it's about. It says,
well, if we do, yeah.
Go ahead. No, well, it says
no,
the union said.
It. Yeah.
It says the union said that the timing of the decision to close the studio so close to the formation of a bargaining unit raises many questions. Well, I mean, coincidence. It's coincidental. Yeah. Like,
not everything is
just
planned
saying.
out. Yeah.
CWA Canada also notes that it is unlawful for a business to close as a result of its staff forming a union, though does say that this is not necessarily what has occurred in this instance. So that's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Wait.
No. Think about this for a second. I mean, I might be reading too much into this, but think about this for a second. Nigga, Canada also notes that it is unlawful for a business to close as a result of its staff forming a union, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have to ask, because personally, I think all laws are bullshit at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How is it unlawful for me to close a business that I started because niggas are trying to have some sort of a hostile revolt against my business practices?
And it's what business practices that made the company in the first place.
I mean, I'm just saying, if it's so easy, go start your own fucking development company.
I heard that argument somewhere before, you know.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Go create your own fucking business, right? Mm-hmm. And when you create that business, hire people, right? And when you hire those people, then you go join a union. I mean, the thing is, I'm not against unions. I think unions are necessary. So don't take what I'm saying right now as like I'm pro-union. I mean, I'm anti-union. I'm not anti-union. I'm definitely pro-union. But at the same time, you got to look at this from the perspective of the person that's starting a business too. Because the employees are not responsible for overhead and all the bills that you got to pay. That's the person who started the business, right?
Yep.
Am I kind of fighting against my own point that I made earlier about the AI shit?
Yes, you are.
God damn, motherfucker.
That's what I told you.
I kind of
That's what
heard
I
it.
told you.
I kind of heard it within your That was louder than you fucking thought. Like I kind of thought about it. And I'm like, damn. And I hear it. And I'm simultaneously saying it while I'm all right. Maybe I am. Maybe I am.
Yeah,
but
no,
you do got to see it from both sides of the fence.
Yeah. No, that's why I say I get the both sides, but if okay, you know what's our best example I'd use? Like Apple's argument for why they should not allow other people on their platforms is like one of the best examples of this.
Security.
Not only security, I built this. If you think it's so easy to do this and to get it for yourself, why you don't build your own platform?
Well, hold on. That was never the argument from Tim Sweeney.
Oh no, I know that's not the
Tim
argument.
Sweeney's argument was that we can't build the platform like this because you already have a monopoly over that motherfucker.
Shut up.
He never argued that he wanted to go and build one, nigga, because he know that ain't happening, nigga. Ain't nobody getting up in that bit. But I mean, I think they still fighting that too.
I think they won, and it's just well, obviously Apple like, nah, we're not doing what our court order says.
Yeah. And I mean, I just can't see a universe where Apple lays down and it just accepts you taking revenue from them. I don't see a scenario, because if you do it, then everybody else is going to do it too. And what I find funny is that Tim Sweeney can build a platform to siphon people off of the Apple platform, but can't build a platform to compete with the Apple platform. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I always found that weird. Like,
because what they're trying to do, they're trying to become the next Apple.
Yep. You know, I never understood with like Tim Sweeney and Microsoft and thing. You would think like they would do a partnership in a way to take advantage of their strong points to like build their own platforms, like you say, Sick. I'll never forgive Microsoft.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Apple didn't get here overnight. Google didn't get here overnight. It took years of investment for them to build their platforms to where they are. So for Epic and Tim Sweeney to think that they are entitled to cut them out of receiving a portion of the proceeds, that's crazy to me. That never made sense. I don't think any person could ever make that make sense to me, dog. I don't care what type of degrees you have, what financial studies you've analyzed and all of this shit. There is nothing that's gonna ever make me agree with this Tim Sweeney at Epic shit. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And don't tell me anti-consumer, pro-consumer, because not a fucking chance. Me personally, I've never had a problem with my shit getting leaked, exposed, or anything like that through Apple, right? Now you're introducing all of this side shit that might then start affecting, other shit. Like you might start fucking some shit up. And you're doing it under the guise that, you're giving developers a cheaper way to fucking, I guess, access the platform or sell their shit, distribute their games and stuff like that. I don't buy that, because once you get enough people, then you're going to raise the cost, and then you're going to turn around and be exactly what Apple is.
Yep.
So that's why I don't follow that, but it is what it is. But it says today's news is devastating. CWA Canada President Carmel Smith said, "We will pursue every legal recourse to ensure that the rights of these workers are respected and not infringed in any way. We will be looking for Ubisoft to show us that this had nothing to do with employees joining a union, the workers, their families." Nigga, you think Ubisoft is thinking about the workers, their families, and the people of Nova Scotia, nigga? Like, Ubisoft is like, nigga, we cutting off this leg, bro. You don't see the shit rotting? Nigga, we got to get rid of it. And all of us who love video games made in Canada deserve nothing less. Sorry, but Union, you're worried about you losing money You're not
Mm-hmm.
worried about none of these people, families, or Nova Scotia, or any of that shit. Cut it out. John Huffman, a member of the organizing committee at the Ubisoft Halifax Union, added, "We're obviously disappointed by this news and fully intend to support each other through this difficult time." You do that. Ubisoft announced the closure of its Halifax studio yesterday, blah, 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 over the past 20 months, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now it's just getting into the other shit from the other article, so it is what it is. But I don't know. What do y'all in the chat think about it? Like, do y'all think that Ubisoft is closing this studio because they don't want to deal with the union and deal with these employees having a say, or do y'all think that is just a coincidence and they were gonna get closed regardless?
I'm gonna say this. I think it's a coincidence because they were already talking about getting rid of the company and divesting way before this happened.
I'm gonna tell you, I truthfully do believe that it is a coincidence. I do think so. And don't get me wrong, there are situations where it's done by the company for company reasons. But Ubisoft has been closing down in a lot of studios, bro. And it's not just in Canada, it's in other places too. So
Yep.
I don't know if I believe that this is just them being vindictive. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. They were closing down things
Go
way
grab that for
before
me.
all this happened. Yeah, they were talks about shutting down all kind of thing way before all this even happened.
Yeah, I agreed. Oh wait, hold on. Let me hear this real quick.
Yeah, guys.
Forza launching later on PS5. They're not really being specific about it. How long do you think this period is, and do you think Fable's day and date, Chris?
Fable is day and date.
Fable's day and date. I'm hearing
That's what I've been told.
Fable's day and date.
But those are sorts of details. This is where insiders misstep, right? Those are the sorts of details that can be changed a week before or a day before. Yes, it's coming to PS5. I'd expect it to be day and date because I know they've been targeting PS5 for a while. Forza, I mean, I don't know the full story of Forza, but the explanation I was told by someone who was there was like it just wasn't ready.
It is more the fact that Halo coming to Xbox, Halo coming to PlayStation is from a
not
brand,
a big deal.
Is a big deal in a brand sense, but it's Forza Horizon being confirmed before release.
It's their biggest game.
The fact that pre-release they're saying this is coming to PlayStation, for me, is the end of an era for Xbox.
Bro, is he saying now there's no need for an Xbox? Brother,
Yes.
no.
Some people were still fighting a good fight. They still believe it had a chance.
Take these off.
How do you think I lost this?
Hold on. Hold it down for a second. Forsaken.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on, I gotta handle something real quick.
All right, chat. It's time for the usual.
Alexa, turn on the light.
The chat. There we go. What we talking about? What we got? What we got? What we got? I will be reading chat. GameStop shutting down more stores than I could ever imagine.
Yeah, that one ain't going
Man,
on.
if you all thought GameStop was going to continue existing, y'all crazy.
Take
From the
half
moment
from here.
Microsoft sniffed that, it was down the drain. Wala none to talk about. All around part, you know. Wait, what were we talking about? We're talking about that Canada thing.
Wait.
Man, I can't tell if it's sarcasm in chat.
It is.
Yes, that's what you need to do. S
You can
slash.
keep it on one. I just.
I even know for sarcasm. I'm happy for Netflix to buy WB as I have Netflix already. Man, the price of Netflix is going to go up significantly because that portfolio from WB is going to be insane.
All right, I'm back.
Yep. They didn't have much to talk about. Chat quiet.
Let's see. So, what was I saying?
Video.
Oh yeah. It was about this video with these people from VG, I guess VGC, and I don't know why. I feel like this is a repeat every time something happens. They repeat the, well, I don't feel like there's a reason for an Xbox now, bruh. There has not been a reason for an Xbox for the last 10 or so years. When was that? 2016, right? That's when everything started going over to PC from Xbox. It ain't been a reason since 2016. So I don't know why they're so surprised about that now. Like that's crazy, but well, I guess it is what it is. And them saying that Fable is day and date, I don't know if I would believe that per se. And the only reason why is Xbox still wants to give the illusion that Xbox is still an individualized platform. So while they're saying that they confirm that it's day and date, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't believe that to be true. I also don't think Gears of War E-Day is going to be day and date either. Because they still want to give off the perception to the people that they still trying to hang on to that there's some point in them having an Xbox. Now, if this turns out to be true, then that means that Microsoft has officially told them that they can go fuck themselves. And honestly, like I said, I don't feel like there's a reason for the Steam machine to exist with an Xbox,
so
with whatever that Xbox is. I think Microsoft need to charge it to the game and then just make money from Steam, PlayStation, and Nintendo.
Yeah, I still don't understand why they're still in the game, like the hardware.
Yeah, I think it's time for them to let it go for sure. I don't think that's a thing. They don't give a damn. You think so? We'll see. If it turns out that Fable is day and date, and that Gears of War E-Day is day and date, I mean, I guess we could say okay. But even with Forza, they're still doing the same thing with Forza. It's still not day and date. You know what I mean?
Forza coming out?
I don't know. But
I think it will deal with it will coincide with the timing, because once the PC Xbox version thing come out, it don't matter.
No, it don't matter, because honestly, the people who buying the Steam machine are getting the same benefits as the person who buys the Xbox.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let's see. What is this?
So the game is coming to PS5.
Yay! We got another one.
So the game is coming to PS5.
Yay! We got another one.
What the fuck are they talking about? Shout out to D. Gifted 5 memberships. I appreciate you, D, man. That's like, I really want to say I appreciate you. What's up, John? They didn't mention platforms when Gears E-Day was announced. That's true. That's true. And normally they would say Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, and PC or some shit like that. To that extent. So yeah, maybe you're right on that. Let's see. Let's see. Please keep Avowed Xbox PC full forever exclusive. Also, looking forward to now reposte achievement fix. Don't do PS5 version. Don't despise your fans of what company owns Bethesda, which is Xbox fans. Avowed is already on Steam too, which is Steam is huge. Keep it Xbox PC exclusive. Starfield never coming to PS5. That's why Microsoft skipped to Avowed PS5. LOL. I don't even know what to make of this. This is, bro. If I ever get to this point, just take me out to the pasture, man. Just take me out to the fucking pasture, bro. I never want to be like these dudes, like that. And some of these people exist on the PlayStation side as well.
Oh yeah,
but I never want to be like these. I never want to be like this, bro. I mean, the thing is, you could feel this way. But to express this on the internet is just crazy to me. Like, you could be crazy as fuck, but then when you show people that you crazy as fuck, I mean, there's no denying it at that point. Honestly, they could keep all this shit, bro. Don't nobody, dog. They could keep Starfield. They can keep Avowed. They can keep all of this shit that they putting over here. They can keep, man. It is way too many games, nigga. We can't even get to the games that we already got. How the fuck we gonna get to all of this other bullshit? And when I play a video game, I want to enjoy what I'm playing. I want to enjoy what I'm playing. I don't know. Crazy. They could have kept, what was that other game? Outer Wilds or Outer
Wilds.
Worlds. They could have kept Outer Worlds too. They mad as hell at Jason Schreier for saying that PlayStation is the main platform for GTA, as if that wasn't already known.
Anybody who thought otherwise is an idiot.
They literally advertised the game played on PS5. Like, I don't know what else to tell you.
It's just like common sense would prevail. Like, you really thought. Remember, before all that, before even the trailers, I think we were talking, and I said the smartest decision Microsoft could have made was take that $7 billion and buy exclusivity, send out IPs, because Microsoft have a good set of IPs for themselves to other studios and pay them to make games, and instead they went and spent it on. They spend that money to buy Activision Blizzard, to fire people, to reduce the amount of games being made. People just don't think.
That's crazy. But all right, I feel like I'm prolonging here. I'm gonna go ahead and get the fuck up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for chilling or whatnot.
Yep. Peace out,
and also my fucking food just showed up, so nigga.